be playing some Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition, and we'll be working our way through Tyranny of Dragons. And we're still in goof around mode because we're not officially starting for 7 more minutes, but we might ease into it. So, stuff may happen.
Cool.
Gasp.
Check in. Oh, the stream is working. Chat is
All
there.
right.
Test.
Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
How are you, chat?
Hey, the test
hopefully
feedback's
good.
even happening. Nice, nice. Try and do a little. The goblin icons work yet? Okay, that's for cheers and purchases and stuff. Okay, so the cheers, the purchases, the subs, and such things should send up the alerts now. The chat's there. That's cool. Hey, Galaxian.
Hi, Galaxian.
Hello. And let's start figuring out what we're doing. So, as I seem to recall, the party is currently standing outside of Castle Neritar, which is located deep in the Mere of Dead Men, a swamp area on the Sword Coast, located between Waterdeep and Neverwinter. The whole coast there kind of went a little bad a while ago. The roadway fell away, the inhabitants basically died, and there's a black dragon about. The Black Dragon has been sort of in charge of the lizard folk for quite a while there. And recently, the Cult of the Dragon arranged that the Black Dragon, the lizard folk, and some bullywogs would work together to transport treasure to a teleportation circle located in the castle. That then sent the treasure along to a hunting lodge up near another town, where it was then picked up and put on a flying castle and transported about. So, all a big smuggling operation going on. The party was able to disturb this by destroying the other end of the teleportation circle, dropping a big rock on it. They did take out the flying castle. They did, in their alter ego forms, defeat the White Dragon. In their own forms, they defeated Resmir. And that kind of cut this, end of the line off. What that means, though, is treasure has been transported here for a few more weeks, and the dragon has had a chance to claim that. Now, since then, the Black Dragon has grown tired of the elf that was leading the lizard folk and the cultists, Born Grey, the elf. He got eat. So this is a delicious snack, a little stringy, but that's just how it goes. Farblex Splattergoo, the leader of the Bullywog, similarly dispatched. So the castle was basically leaderless for a while. There are some cultists there, there's some lizard folk there, and there's some Bullywogs there. The party has arranged with the lizard folk and with the Black Dragon that if they can successfully take over the castle, then they will earn the respect of the lizard folk, be able to provide leadership there. And since the Black Dragon's basically looking for someone to motivate and lead the lizard folk, win-win-win. You become allies of a Black Dragon, perhaps, take on leadership of the lizard folk, improve the area around the Mere of Dead Men, and that gets you some bonus points way back in Waterdeep from our good friend Dagalt Neverember, who would like this roadway finished, and this will fast track that situation. On top of that, you're possibly removing some resources from the Cult of the Dragon, which would be good, and gaining yourself some real estate. It's the only thing they're not making more of, unless you happen to be in Ravenloft, in which case you just got to be evil enough, and it'll make you some more land. So, there you go. So, where I think we pick up, the party was making some plans as to how they might assault this castle. I think we sorted out that the lizard folk would, on cue, basically walk out of the castle, leaving behind cultists and bullywogs. The dragon would stay uninvolved so that you could prove yourselves. And there was some talk of entering from the second tier of the castle, so basically coming in off the roof or off the battlements. There was the possibility of a water entrance, working your way through an underwater tunnel, or the front door is effectively open, as it doesn't actually have a door on it. But there are guards there almost all the time, bullywogs and giant frogs and toads and such. So, let's pass it over to the party. We'll figure out what the plans may be, and then we'll kind of handle our introductions on the fly as we get into some of the action here. Did the party have anything that they wanted to talk about, review, plan, ask questions, etc., before we start to dive in here?
Well, our plans are always so good. We should spend a lot of time on that. Yeah, they end up going to shit, don't they?
I would say we have one, and now it's time to execute it so we can find out what's really going to happen.
And then we find out plan B.
And C and D.
All at once. They just kind of appear.
These are all fair assessments of situations. So, the 2 or 3 things that I do need to know so we can move forward with the plan is what time of day would you like the lizard folk to arrange to leave? Nighttime, daytime, morning, evening, etc. And then where would you like to start your entrance into the keep or castle?
Do we know anything about whether the bullywogs can see at night?
I think we asked that last time, and I think we found out that they do not have dark vision and they mostly sleep at night.
That
Right?
is correct. They do not
Okay.
have dark vision, and they do tend to sleep at night.
Okay. So there's that.
So that would give
there-
us an advantage.
And I think we were thinking of going in from the front because do we know how deep or long the underwater one is? Like, because Yaz is the only one I think who could possibly hold his breath underwater for that long.
I can,
Oh,
because of black magic, black dragon mask.
Which you
But
The
don't
one
have.
that the
You don't
dragon
have
has
anymore.
I
now?
don't have. When did I give that up? Did I
That's
give
the
it up?
Black Dragon.
What?
Oh, I gave it to the black dragon. That's right. I forgot I gave it up.
Cinco de Mayo, tequila all around.
Uh-oh. I need to remove that from my sheet.
So, the tunnelway is about 300 feet, so it would be a undertaking to get through it without some sort of water-breathing magics or other effects.
Okay.
Doable, but tricky.
So
Yeah,
I think probably the. Go ahead.
I was going to ask if there was some sort of natural rotation of the guard as well, but that was only because I thought, Yaz, that you were done with your question, so I apologize.
All good.
So, a little bit of time spent in the area, and you can pick up that the bullywogs call out change of the guard, lunchtime, dinner time, that sort of thing, by drumming on a hollow log located up on one of the higher levels. So you get a little bada 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 bum bum, and that announces that it's time to eat. Bada 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 bum 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 bum, and now it's time to stop eating. That sort of thing. The shifts are a little erratic, even just listening over the course of the half a day that you've been here. You can tell they're basically doing it when they wake up from their naps. They are not good guard folk.
Well, going through the front door would be the most direct. We would probably be in a fight right away. We could go over the wall and perhaps buy a little time before we get into the fight.
Maybe take a few of them out. Make it a little easier. Control the fire a little bit more. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm up for that. As much as control as we could have, the better, I'd say.
We put some of them to sleep.
Would you like me to swim under and see possibly like from that one like little water area if I see them in there, or just to give more of a visual, or
That would be dangerous. Not that going in through the front door isn't dangerous, but at least you wouldn't be alone.
this is true. I don't like being alone. Um, but just offering.
Coca, also a big fan of the not swimming 300 feet underwater.
Yeah, that's true. I would be really alone then.
All right, so was it through the front door or over the wall? I think are the two options I heard narrowed down to so far.
If we could make it over the wall, I'd say.
Yeah.
And how high did you say the wall was?
Walls in the neighborhood of 16 feet or so. So you've got a bit of a dip down. You got the water, you got the muddy little shoal there, and then you got about 16 feet to go up. I think we figured out that you could do it in a jump.
Mhm.
Last time.
Jump
Other
it,
folks
do it,
might need
I
a
jump.
little bit climb, but that should not be overly serious for you. So let's go ahead and jump over to second floor, which is over here somewhere. Let's go ahead and actually nope, I'm sorry, I want the third floor. And
There.
We made it.
Oh, that was an amazing jump.
as you jumped right through the wall to where you were last time, but no, you're actually able to get up to this roof right here. And you can see the tower beyond, and you can see the courtyard area inside below. And that's where we're going to start off by asking everybody to go ahead and set me the average stealth for the party. We're looking for a high average, of course. We're expecting a low average, but, you know, we could surprise me.
Stealth, would I have been able to boot myself for this?
I feel you could.
Okay, sounds good. All right, I have so many. There it is. Okay.
Ooh, that's a pretty good average we're rocking in at there. So no trouble getting up there and squared away. And what you can see is the roof that you're on, about 16 foot up from the inside. In down below, you've got the courtyard area, which is open, the central tower that goes up, the walls going around, roof and cubby on the far side. From here, you could drop down and in. You could try and fit your way through one of the window slits that's just down below you. Where are you thinking to go from here? At the moment, the bullywugs seem unaware of you, and the lizard folk are, as prearranged, on their way out. And this is happening at evening, that kind of dusky gloom time, or did you pick a different time?
Evening, I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, we know we have to make our way down, I believe.
And we have been in here before, so I'm sure we know the way.
Yes. Now I'm mentally on the side. I'm like, wait, all right, trying to remember my way through.
Sure. So the things that you remember, Born Gray's Tower and the observatory are kind of that middle area up in here. So that's where the tower goes up, and then it's got that kind of bronze dome atop it. That dome has an opening in it, and it's got the telescope arrangement situated on top. That was where you saw the black dragon peeking its eye through in the expansive eye there.
Mhm.
Down below, you've got the courtyard, and that's an open courtyard. In here, so basically 2 floors down, that's where
Mm.
the cultists area are, and that was where the cultists were hanging out. Over
Okay.
here, and these floors were where the lizard folk primarily were, and then down in this area was where the bullywogs were mostly hanging out. So if you were to go straight down through the roof, through the floors, you'd end up where the cultists tend to sleep,
Mhm.
bullywogs tended to be, lizard folk tended to be.
Mhm.
And it's our understanding that there are no longer really cultists here.
There seem to be some about,
Okay.
not organized, but there are some humans and other humanoids about.
Okay. Hmm. If that is the case, do you think we should scope out the cultist area, or just kind of go right to where we recall last seeing bullywugs?
I think the cultists are not our concern at the moment.
Good call. At the moment. All right. So, bullywugs. Yes.
Yes.
This way. Is there a door there?
So there is no door there. You're on a roof at the moment,
Okay.
but you realize that you could kind of swing back out and around,
Mm.
kind of wriggle your way over here, and come in through the window opening. It would be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but I don't believe any of you wear inflexible armor. I believe everyone has relatively flexible armor.
Okay. Right. If no objections, I think Yaz is gonna try to do just that.
Got it.
I will come after you and give you a chance to scout it out.
Sounds good. Squeeze.
And as you squeeze your way inside, you see and realize that you must be above the kitchen from here. You have a considerable amount of storage, flour, sugar, dried fruits and vegetables, all sorts of things. And you do recall from your time here that there was a dwarven cook who handled, preparing meals for the cultists. Not a big fan of what the lizard folk brought in, but this would be, those foodstuffs. Um, Everything up here still pretty neat and tidy.
Alright.
And from here, spiral
Okay.
staircase leading down, and from coming up from below, you can hear the sounds of cooking and other such carryings on.
Hmm. Okay. He's gonna set Coca on the ground.
Mhm.
And he's like, okay, Coca, I believe in you. I need you to just go down enough and tell me how many tall 2-legged people that you see. Either if they look like frogs, as long as they're on 2 legs, just how many are there? Can you do that for me, Coca?
I'm not sure. Can Coca do that for you? I remember that you had a Spectre friend who could do that. But does
I did
Coca,
have.
do you have any form of animal communications or other such things?
Uh, he does have beast speech from like invocation stuff.
Okay. Um, So Coca starts heading down, and you are on the 3rd floor at this point.
Okay.
So Coca, bump, 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 down, gets a little distracted by the pile of white stuff, bump, 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 down, and eventually comes back to report what's going on. In the kitchen area, Coca communicates that there are 3 peoples.
Okay. Did they look slimy or did they look like Rob Oaks?
More like Rob Oaks.
That's
So
not
a little
slimy.
slimy, but a different
That's hair
kind.
gel.
It's slick more than slimy.
Did they look like Toad?
They did. No, these look like humanoids.
Ah, okay. Thank you, Coca. And he's gonna take some of the something from one of the storages and feed it to them, and then He's gonna swoop on around back over to the group.
Mhm.
Swoop, swoop, swoop. So, guys, that cultist thing might be happening sooner if we go that way. There's might be 3 of them down below, according to Coca, who we can completely trust.
100% reliable reporting device.
Yes.
Seems fair.
Mhm.
If we climb along the wall, could we go in another window in that tower?
Sure. You could probably get in this window here, or get in over in this direction. And you remember from your time here, over here, this tower led down to where you were bunked at.
Okay. Okay.
Go into
Oh,
the observatory.
that's where the dragon is, I think. Right?
Dragon's hanging out on top, just being disinterested at the moment.
Cool.
All cool and mellow.
Nice. I guess I'll try to check out what's going on over here if I can climb that far.
How about an athletics check unless you have a climb speed?
I haven't.
Let's,
I
uh,
have.
Let's give you a rope just in case.
That's a good call. Uh, could I argue for acrobatics?
Can you do it in an acrobatics way?
Sure. Finding like the little claw footholds and like swinging along,
I
like
mean,
like
that
monkey
is
bars.
almost the definition of the athletics climb skill.
What?
Do you
No way.
is there a trapeze involved? Is
You're gonna
there
wall run?
Yeah, ninja wall run. I don't know. I saw the swinging from foothold to foothold more of an acrobatics thing. But if it's
okay?
athletics, I'll do if that is athletics, then I'll do athletics. But I was just seeing if I could argue for acrobatics. Is that a yay or nay on the acrobatics?
Oh, I was sorry. I was expecting the athletics to come through.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear anything particularly acrobatic yet. But we
Gotcha.
may have an opportunity right now. Um, as you find yourself needing to do a bit of rope work all of a sudden. Was there any booping involved on this one? I didn't think I heard it.
Always.
Always, you know. So
If you have to ask, it's a yes. Always.
so as the rope swings away, could I see that acrobatics?
I didn't want us to bug us down with
That's
that.
all right.
So.
It's all right. Could I see an acrobatics is to try and recover as you start to do the rope work? Okay. So initially you try and work your way over, all normal like, but as you let go and the rope swings, you do get to do your wall run as you do your big swingy arc up and pull yourself inside. Could I have someone in the party roll me a fateful d12? A 1 is not what you want to see.
I'll do it. Oh, Chiquito
Sorry,
already
I
Chiquito.
did.
did it already. I apologize.
Diving
It's
in
still
there.
not a 1.
I wanted to get mine out of the way.
So,
That's what I
yes,
wanted to do.
as you wriggle your way through the inlet there, the third floor of what looks to have been an old chapel is converted to living quarters. Based on the remnants of the clothing around, you suspect this was Resmir's abode. The furnishings that are left were lavish, surprisingly good condition. A lot of purple cloth scattered about, but it looks like someone tore through this place and ransacked it. Within the last few weeks. After that, it doesn't look like anybody was up here. You can still see some papers scattered about and that sort of thing. There are 2 massive onyx carvings of black dragons flanking a staircase right here. Each of those onyx dragons, easily 400 pounds, probably worth a fair amount if you could schlep it out of here.
Fair.
Over in this
Chip.
direction, a little pleasant sitting room, small tables, Very nice.
Oh, so pleasant.
Just, receiving guests. Little door right there. That
Yeah,
is currently closed.
He's going to place his ear hole on the door? I guess lizards don't have ears, so ear hole on the door?
Ear hole? Sure.
Yeah.
The hearing patch.
Yeah.
As you place your hearing patch to the door, no noise coming from inside. You can hear the noise of the castle, but no special noises coming from in there.
Alright. He will slowly open that door.
You slowly open that door, and for just a moment, maybe because you're on edge, you're like, uh-oh, five-headed dragon staring at me. And then you're like, oh, that's a really crummy painting, actually. Like, it's not good. Obviously Tiamat, but whoever was doing this, they didn't actually have all 5 of the colors that they needed. They weren't very good. So, it's
Nice.
there.
Nice. Alright. And then I don't see anything that looks like another door, but is there any kind of like charcoal-y thing like around just in this area?
I feel you could find something charcoaly.
Alright. I would like to draw various styled mustaches on each of the Tiamat faces. Like one has a handlebar, one has like the Fu Manchu, and then just different styles on each dragon.
Yeah, nothing like desecrating religious, iconography in a realm where there are actual gods who can smack you. That's totally normal.
Totally
Yeah,
normal.
totally normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your vandalism goes unpunished.
Cool.
What
For now.
next?
For now. Yeah.
For now.
It's okay. Yes. Does many things that are apparently very much not okay. Ripping
Give it
souls,
about 20 weeks. Give it about
Yeah.
20 weeks.
ripping out souls, writing on paintings. Moving on. Let's check out this door.
Sure. Checking out that door. You open it up, and this one is a bedroom. Sleeping chambers, wardrobe, standing mirror, etc. It looks like somebody has torn through this room as well. You can see that many of the articles of clothing have been knocked down and searched through, but most were left behind. You get a couple of those purple robes, cloaks and mantles, that sort of stuff. There is also a wardrobe that is conspicuously still closed. Like the rest of the room looks like it was raided. This is just nobody touched it.
And he's not going to touch it until he has friends, so he's going to close that door.
Okay.
All right, I guess he's going to pop back over to the window really quick, and if the party can see him, he's just going to give a thumbs up to show that he's okay so far.
And
then he's
from where you're at, it's just to give you kind of a idea as to what's on the floors below. From here, heading in this direction, is the outbuilding, and then the entrance would be over there. So if you're looking down, basically, let's flip back over to the ground floor. So you are up in here right now. There.
No.
So you are. Can you see my red? No.
I see the red box, but
Let's try that again. You are. Bump.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, okay.
So you are up in here right now. Like you are on a second floor here. This extension area doesn't go up all the way to where you are, so you can look down and see the roof of this building kind of pointing south. And this is one of those rotated maps, so
I see. Okay, yeah,
pointing down that way.
Gotcha.
Okay, so and you would recall that all down in here, crazy bullywog area.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so let's pop back up to the third floor.
All right. And that for recalling of crazy bullywog area, that is still fairly recent information, right?
Yes, you don't think that would change because that was like where all their muck was and where the stairs led down to their area.
Okay, so I could infer that that stairway goes to that spot
Yep.
based on like everything you showed me. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. Just want to double check before I went and snooped in that area. Okay, Yaz would try to, in that case, he would, I guess, maybe see if waving them over, see if they'll come over here.
Your friends?
Yeah.
I would climb over.
Sure.
Sure.
I would climb over.
Could I see
I'll try
athletics
to
checks
come over.
better than 10, please? That's
You
better
said
than 10.
athletic?
That's better than 10. Yes, please.
I'm gonna go ahead and boot myself anyway. Go ahead.
Boopy boop.
Boop.
All right. All right.
Oh no.
No, Rob.
Oh!
Rob, could I see an acrobatics check better than 15 as you do some rope work as well? That is.
Oh, nice.
All right, so recoveries
Nice.
are made. And as you all make your way over to that area, could I see someone in the party roll me a d12? A 1 would make things a little more exciting.
I'll do it this time.
Oh, that was
Everyone's
close.
diving in
Yes,
front
did
of
it
the
this
roll
time.
like they know Anrin's going to roll the 1.
No, I didn't hear her until.
We don't know that. Now it's gonna happen. Oh.
I didn't hear that.
It's jinxed.
No, I'm unjinxing it.
Oh, good.
Just pull that one back there.
Okay. Once everyone's in, I would kind of relay that basically what you told me, that down there is probably where the bullywugs are.
Mhm.
Oh, and before I forget, there's something weird about the closet in there. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you, but everything else
How-
has been routed through except the one closet. Also, show there's really pretty purple like cloth things around. I think you would look really pretty in it.
It did cross my mind.
But yeah, I wanted to at least point out the closet oddity in case we wanted to check that out first.
Chiquito is gonna find a random boot lying around, or some type of object lying
Okay.
around.
Yep, sure.
Open the door and throw it at the
Closet?
closet. Yeah.
Make a strength or dexterity check as an
Okay.
attack roll.
Okay. Strength or dexterity, you said?
Yeah, it's a thrown weapon, so you can do either one,
Okay.
best of my knowledge.
What do a? Let's see. I have a. Do you want me to just do like an actual like?
Yeah, just
Strength
a strength
check?
strength check or dexterity check, either way.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Why aren't you doing it?
I don't know.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
All right.
So you're just like pick up a boot and you're just like whoa, and like the boot sort of like flaps out and like flip and just like soft side like blops on the wardrobe and just like falls down. Like
It falls down.
just boom.
All right. Okay. Not a mimic. Didn't stick to it. We're all good.
Okay, it should be fine then. I didn't think to throw things at it. That was a good call. Just because he's curious, he's gonna try to open that closet.
Sure. So you head over and you just like what is your passive perception? I'm gonna guess it's not a 20.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Okay. Just wanted to double check that one.
Oh no.
Could you give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
There it is.
Maybe I should have checked it out a little more thoroughly. Here we go.
Okay.
That ship has sailed.
Uh,
I'm gonna guess that's not high enough.
wow, it
because
is
there's
not high.
too
It is
long of
not
a
high
pause.
enough.
Above average.
I
Though.
was
It's
so I
above
was
average.
I was just reading. So Chiquito, it's good that you threw the boot from the doorway because as this closet is opened, you just hear like kapash from inside, and glass shards and liquid just spray everything in the room. And it's not till Yaz starts feeling it sizzle that you realize it is all acid. Everything in the room takes 30 points of acid damage. The clothing is dissolving. That boot is history. The only thing that seems like it just shrugs it off is the object that's inside the wardrobe, a 2 foot tall statue of a black dragon. The dragon statue, as you appreciate it, trying to get the acid out of your eyes, before things burn away, you realize is actually made of black dragon scales, claws, rubies for eyes, diamonds for teeth. It is a pretty thing. But there's
Well-
also, 30 points of acid damage.
Well, I'm gonna take it. Wait, before I take it, is there any other traps around it? Maybe they double trapped it.
So as you look around for a double trap, the old double trap, you
Never
do not
know.
see any additional problems. The statue weighs about 20 pounds. And you want to take a little bit of care with it, but you can carry it with you.
Okay. He's gonna nestle it between some of his clothes in his backpack or something, like
Sure.
shove it on in there, and he's like, "That was partially worth it," and he's just gonna walk it just very partially.
Coca
It
like
occurs to me that if it is not damaged by the acid, it's. Well, I suppose if it's made of black dragon, that's probably acid resistant.
Yeah.
Coca like peers out from underneath your frill fold and then just
Mhm.
pulls it back down into a safe spot.
Thank God she's always hiding. All right. I feel great. Let's keep going.
From
You
here
don't
the
wanna
key.
take a
Go ahead.
potion?
I
Something?
I think I do actually have potions lying around, so I'll take those if I do have them. But don't worry about me. Let's see. Oh yeah, I got potions. I got potions. I'll be okay.
Sure.
But yeah. Otherwise, besides taking potions, he's going to start trying to sneak his way down.
Or as you start trying to sneak your way down, can I see that stealth check reset now that you've had an acid bath?
Okay. I just smell like the swamp now, right? It should be better, right?
That's exactly how swamps work.
Yeah. Stealth. Nice.
Nice.
All right, so you're going to get a chance to see what's going on, and let's go ahead and flip to this layer down there. Back over wrong spot. Some area. Basically, the stairway comes down in this direction. And as you kind of round down the stairway and start taking a peek, you realize there's some bullywogs down there. Along with the bullywogs, you see two of them kind of hanging out, and they are debating vociferously and with great gesticulation over the contents of some book. Now, this would probably be a little more dignified if they weren't doing so by taking the contents of said book, removing them, and hucking them at each other. So they're basically having a paper fight with a book. There are
And
a reasonably.
question.
Go ahead.
Am I supposed to see the map right now?
You should see a map here.
I see
Awfully
darkness.
I see blackness too.
blackness.
How about?
Well, I see a big red dot.
Okay,
Dot,
that's
yes.
not
now.
working. How about
I see the darkness.
How about
It's a green
I feel
darkness
the
and a
moon
yellow
now?
fireworks. Yay!
There we go.
under my feet.
Thank you for the tell. All
Sorry,
right.
I didn't want to interrupt you too bad, but I was like, I don't see anything.
That's okay. You just go ahead and cut me off and tell me when I'm being foolish. So you are. Did I not bring you? Didn't.
Not there.
I left behind the important one. Well, the important one at the moment because they're the actually ones going down the stair. But just kidding. Everybody's important. Everybody's
Thanks.
a winner. All right.
Feeling
So
it. I'm feeling it, Case.
yeah, as you are there at the top of the stairs, your friends are in the room above at the moment. There are two bullywogs down there, and you can see that is a another exit below you. So the stairs go down and then wrap again and continue down. And there's also a doorway off in this direction. So you are coming down the stairs. If you wanted to keep going down, you'd walk down here, over here, around, and down again.
And those two bullywogs are a little closer to each other because they're having that paper fight, or
No, they are actively leaping around the room. So
okay.
they're jumping, and as they're
Oh.
jumping, they're like crumpling paper and like hucking it at each other, and then tearing another piece out. You know,
Huh.
Now I don't want to kill them.
in full argument fashion.
They're so cute. Not really.
I mean, that seems like fun.
They're
They're really good at it too because they can make spitballs just with their bare hands. Like they secrete pretty consistently. So like when they're like gunk 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 and then like whip, it's like shoo.
they'd be
That's
the
less
best.
appealing now.
They're like the best class clowns. If class clowns were great. Yaz is going to go back up the stairs.
Yaz ascends the stairs. We'll leave this map up for the moment though.
Yeah. Because we'll probably be right back. He's gonna share. There are two bullywogs.
What are they doing?
Having slime paper ball fight. They might be chatting about something. Do they speak in common, or what are they speaking?
They're speaking common.
Oh, they're speaking common. Okay, so then they seem to be talking about the book that they're hucking papers at
A
each other.
damp common.
Damp common.
Damp. But yeah, that's what they're doing.
That comment is dank.
Moist common.
Moist.
So, I just wanted to inform you.
There it was. That was the tequila, right?
Moist. Wait, I'm not muted? Uh-oh.
Nope, no, you're good.
That's where it hit.
I actually was thinking moist earlier too, and I was like, I'll wait. And then someone else said moist, like, yeah, moist. Yeah, okay. What else they're doing? What do they look? They look like they'll be easy to take out.
Probably, yeah. They're hopping around a lot, though. That's the only thing. So they might be hard to pin down, but there's just two of them in the immediate area.
I mean, sounds like this might be a time. I mean, after this, though, if we do go forward, it seems like this is the point of no return. Where unless we do it quietly enough, we might have a big fight on our hands going forward.
Unless you think you can bluff them somehow.
Convince them to run away and never come back?
Do you want me to see if I can lead them up here?
Yeah.
Let's go overkill. Get them with arms of Hadar. Or hunger.
We should save that until we have more than two.
Could you imagine? Just there's two
But
of them
then
down
it might
there.
not be
All right.
overkill.
Just two of them. All right, what's the plan?
Fireball.
But yeah, I could try to if you guys want to kind of be like near like the stairs, and then once they're in view, just hacha as I bring them up. Then I Could
I
do
mean,
that.
I could make them sleepy sleep too if you want, but
This is true. Mm,
And as a quick note, thank you, Galaxian. I get to update my little note here with a reroll.
uh-oh. Oh no.
post-it note.
Not the DM's posted, no.
DM posted note.
He's hosted this game 25 times. He's put up with this
It's a
shit for
reroll.
25 games.
I was thinking that. I was like, wow, 25.
It doesn't feel like it though.
Oh, it does. I mean, not in a bad, not in a bad way. I mean, that sounds awful. What I mean is, I realized the other day that I was late for like the third game of this because of an appraisal I had to do last summer, and I was like, "Holy shit, we've been playing this a while."
Oh my
Last
god,
summer.
you're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, I think Yaz is going to try to as long as no one else disagrees or has another idea. Yaz is thinking of doing a quick little Mask of Many Face Eldritch Invocation to make him look a little different because they probably have seen him before.
Okay.
Still lizard folk, or no, wait, I could go bullywug
Go
technically, right?
bullywug, yeah, for sure.
Go bullywog.
Go bullywug,
Bullywug
yeah.
or go home. That's what they say.
Oh yeah.
Once you do, though, you won't go
Who?
back. I
Who
mean,
says that?
once you go bullywug,
you
you never go back.
Started off
Bullywug.
with bodice rippers,
I mean,
and here we
I mean,
are.
we're,
Once you go bullywug, you never go frog, but you never did in the first place, so it's kind of a moot point. Yeah.
good point. Bullywug.
So, could I
Let's just
see?
cut that shit right out.
I feel like this is aiming towards a deception to like lure them
Sing a
upstairs.
song.
Is that what we're going for?
Absolutely.
Okay. So bullywogging, and then do the Bugs Bunny and blonde hair, woohoo.
Oh, that's awesome.
You little slime flick and then walk upstairs. Deception.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
What a time for a nat 20.
Yep. So
That's
they
beautiful.
they do the Tex Avery appropriate tongue lol, like it just flops out, and they're bullywogs, so they can do this like champs. It's like hits the ground, unrolls, and then they start
Did the Iuga eyes go up too? Iuga!
Ooga.
Pop.
They do
Pop
the
the
lean to
stairs.
one side, the foot goes like tap, 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 and then they jump up the stairs toward you. So yeah, they come hopping on up. So let's flip back to the top side just for a moment. I don't know this is gonna last all that long as they make it up the stairs and look around at the landing, and then there's all you. What happens then?
I hit them with a morning star.
I feel like that's a
The
very
whole point was to convince them to.
They're gonna see stars. Morning stars.
So, if we could, just go ahead and roll yourselves into initiative real quick here.
Okay.
And did I drop us back on the right floor? No, I didn't. There, let's bring it over here.
Surprise!
Sorry about
Oh,
that.
do you
I'm
need me to
assuming that we
do you
all
need me to
gonna be a
reroll?
bit.
I didn't have my token.
Yeah, please just hit your tokens and re-roll, and
Okay.
we'll give you the benefit of the doubt on the better of the two. So the 16.
Well, I got what I got. Serves me right for not highlighting my token.
I think these bullywogs are just going to have a real bad day here, but we'll give them the chance to sound the alarm if things go super well for them. Wow, they're going to try.
They're going to give it an honest effort.
Okay. So what I need then is to know if you've managed to surprise them. So could I get a stealth check from everybody? Somebody needs to beat
5.
Better than a 5 is what I was thinking. Let's see here. Tens. Tens are the numbers we want. So Chiquito's going to have
Alright.
an action. Rob Oaks is going to have an action. Show doesn't beat him, so will not get the surprise effect. So Bullywog can't do anything. Anrin won't have one here. Show won't have one here. Yaz is the one
Oh.
leading upstairs.
Yeah.
Chiquito,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing to silence this Bullywog who's, starting to inflate to croak?
I'm going to open my mouth and just go ahead and try to attack the one that's trying to croak. Here.
Yep.
Open his mouth. 2 little tendrils come out of his
Oh, that's right.
mouth. With 2 other little mouths that come out
Of each one.
of each one. Yeah, and
We're not all together.
they're going to attack nature.
See it. 13 does not hit a Bullywog, so that won't do. And
What I
that
meant to say was.
what you meant to say was. So that'll give us Rob Oaks. Rob, can you do anything to stop this croak?
Maybe.
Maybe.
This is maybe dumb, but I just want to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to look at the bullywog and I'm going to say, do you know what happens to a toad that gets made fun of by Rob Oaks? The same thing that happens to everything else. I can do vicious mockery. It's such a stupid spell to use right now. I just feel compelled.
Big X-Men cut. I love it. Very nice. That is a wisdom
save. Yep, I'll throw it up there.
They're not super good at these.
DC 15.
Oh, I was wrong. I was
You wanna use a
very
reroll?
wrong.
Not on that. I don't know.
No,
It was
I'm
only
talking
5 points. It's only 5 points of damage. Not my best work.
All right.
I don't have a bonus action that's gonna help.
So a resounding croak croak.
I may have
sounds
felt
out.
too much wine on that.
That's okay. So that'll bring us to the top of the turn order, proper turn order. This Bullywug looks around, it sees the attacks incoming, it lets out the big croak croak, alerting what sounds like a few more downstairs as they respond in kind. You hear maybe a half dozen chirping croaks in response, and then the Bullywug strikes at Chiquito and the fractal mouths that he contains. Bullywogs, 2 melee attacks. It's going to bite and spear. Spear. Oof.
Oh, hey,
Bite.
Holy shnikes! I should
Jeez
not
Stuck
have
on
used
20?
vicious mockery. I should have shot these efforts.
10 points from the spear. The bite is going to miss. And then, Anrin, it will be your turn. Full turns at this point. What are you doing?
Going to go ahead and use my glaive. Let me see. And hit this bullywog. Right
See it.
there. Okay.
An 11's not going to do.
Well, I'm going to just try it one more time.
Alrighty.
That's even worse.
That is actually worse, yes.
These bullywogs are dynamite.
These are the elite
Look
of the
at my
Bullywug.
glaive.
These are elite
What?
bullywogs.
we need to start over. Not what we
These are
wanted to
well
do.
educated, they're book learned.
Let's
Oh
restore
my
to the
God.
save point.
Really.
This is not going well.
Anrin, are you raging at the moment? I did not hear one way or the other.
I'm just mad at my glaive as much as anything else.
So she is.
Section rage.
I am now.
All right. Show, what are you up to?
There's 6 more, at least around 6 more coming. I will rage and step in, and I will strike one of them with lightning.
Okay.
Ooh, do you
The
know what happens to a toad when
one
you hit
in
it with
front of
lightning?
me
Dexterity 15 passes.
makes it. Then I will hit him with the Morning Star.
That's it. Definitely hits,
Mm.
and that is not a bullywug
Oh,
anymore.
that'll do.
Then I'll crack the other one.
That definitely hits.
No.
Still there actually. That's 10 points of damage.
Yep.
Yep, it is still a bullywog technically. Show anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna move down the stairs and get behind him.
Sounds good. And you'll get a pretty good view of the area. You can see that to your north through the doorway is where the croaking is coming from, and there will be more bullywogs heading in there from there next round. Show, that was you. And Yaz, what are you up to?
I'm going to take Warhammer Head Shark and give him a possibly ending boop on the head.
Okay. It only needs one. Just
It's
one.
a different kind of boop.
16's good enough, and actually that's a real good boop. That is a finished off bullywog.
Boop.
Yaz, anything else?
No.
All right. Is the plan to stay on this floor or head down? Which one should we be on, folks?
Mm,
Well,
Good
if we
choice.
wait
Headed
here, we
down.
might bottleneck them.
that's
Do
what
we
I
hear
was
more
thinking.
coming up?
You do. You hear about a half dozen more coming.
I'd say
I'd say maybe that we kind of just let them come up and we surprise them here. Might be more advantageous.
Bottle them up, yeah. Put Show and Enron in the front. Oh,
That's
they're
all right.
coming
No,
from the side
I'm
and
just
outside
pasting.
of the wall.
Just pasting.
Oh no! They
They're
can jump too.
they have melt through stone.
Oh shit! Flying bullywogs.
Flying bullywogs. No. That is known as the DM having to deal with the realities of the situation. But let's go ahead and bring some folks into turn order here. Half dozen bullywogs are indeed making their way in. They will basically be coming from over here down the stairs, so they'll be coming out the doorway from here, kind of coming down here, and then over to the stairs, and then up. So right now, if Show doesn't move, Show will be kind of exposed, whereas everyone else won't be. Yaz, you are currently at the top of the stairs. Where are you going to be or stay at the end of your turn?
Yaz will be over, I think that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll be right here. And
Mhm.
he's gonna yell,
Out there.
I mean, he already used his action. Never mind. So he's just gonna be there.
Okay. Chiquito, where are you going to be?
Okay.
Or what are you doing?
Chiquito is going to. Chiquito will move here. From here, would he be able to kind of reach over if they decide to come up?
Yes.
Kind of lean over and try
Yeah,
to get him?
there's a railing there you could get through reasonably easily.
Okay. He'll sit there and he'll ready an attack, a cantrip attack.
Sounds good. Rob Oakes.
Rob's gonna move up to the top of the stairs, and I can see these bullywogs running up.
Not yet. They're about to burst through from the doorway, coming next round. So you can see the door that they're gonna come through, but you don't see any bullywogs yet.
Reasonably, would Rob feel like they're gonna come up with before his next turn?
Yes.
I'm gonna hold Fairy Fire
Okay.
for when they come around those, and then I'm gonna drop Fairy Fire in this general area so that I capture as many of them as soon as they're in a 20-foot space as I can.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Anrin, that'll bring it to the top of the turn order. Let me do a quick sort. And Anrin, they haven't come through the door yet, but you can, hear the flap of their feet as they're rushing in that direction. What are you doing?
Well, I've already moved 10 feet before I was supposed to,
All right.
just to stand on the stairs.
Sounds good.
But I think I'm still going to position myself behind Show,
Mhm.
but I'm not getting too far away from her. I'm never going to get too far away from her again.
Sounds good. Any ready to action or action taken?
I'm just holding my glaive at the ready.
Sounds good. Show, anything for you?
I will ready an attack with the Morning Star.
Sounds good. And that will then bring the first and probably most unlucky of bullywogs, bounding through the door. They've got not a terrible amount of movement, so they're going to come through the door. They're basically on the floor below you, Yaz. They're going to basically step hop up onto the stairs where Show is. That's going to trigger a couple of reactions. So Anrin, I believe you will be able to make attack. Chiquito, I don't think you have reach, so
Right.
you
Does
would not
Rob
be
get
able to
his
yet.
fairy fire when the door opens?
Rob, how many would you say you
Think-
want to see in the area before you consider them grouped?
I think he stepped away.
Whoop. So I'll say probably the first one, no. He knows there's 2 or 3 more coming, so he's probably waiting for them to bunch up a little bit more.
So I should hit.
I think so.
That one
That
hit.
will definitely hit, and that will drop that bullywog before it ever had a chance. And it was rushing and running, so it really did not have a chance to do anything. Unlucky bullywog number 2 is rushing and running and just kind of leaps into the pile. Show, do you also have a held action?
I do.
All right, would you like to apply it?
Yep.
That is definitely going to hit. That is enough damage, and that is no longer a bullywog. Rob is like, I'm gonna nope. Nope. Bullywog number 3 is coming through, jumps in. This one hits its mark. I don't think anyone has a held action left yet. Rob, so far you've only got 1 target in there, and I don't think that would trigger you yet.
No.
You're waiting for a bigger pile. Yep.
Yep.
Chiquito, they didn't come within reach. What are you doing?
I go, oh damn it! I thought they were coming up the stairs. Okay, I'm gonna move over here then.
I mean, they would, except for that killing them thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go walk over here then and go ahead and open my mouth, kind of make it look like a little frog tongue, except for there's 2 tentacle creatures wrapped around each other with teeth. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to bite them.
I don't
Alright.
like any of that.
Why
None,
not? It's
none of that
nature.
sounded okay.
Is it
Nature.
though? Is it?
It is
Uh,
nature.
It is.
That does
Only
hit.
15
Wow.
acid. That's it.
Just melt the bullywogs down. Chiquito, anything else?
I reattached my jaw.
Gunk. Yaz. No bullywog has made it into sight yet.
he's gonna hold an eldritch blast until a bullywug comes into view.
All right. A bullywog steps through the door. This one is looking a little more cautious as it sees its melted friends, and rather than rushing forward, it stops there and then hucks a jar forward.
Wait, so we see it?
You do not, because he's on
Dang
the floor below. So basically,
Okay.
he's standing directly below you. He's hucking a jar over at the stairs. Show Rob and Anrin and Chiquito are all kind of in the potential area of effect. Would someone do me a favor and call odds or evens?
Odds.
Odds.
Odds. So an even would be bad. It is even.
Damn.
As the jar bounces against you and hits the steps, it does explode open, coating you all with a rather nasty smelling material. Could I have from each of you a DC 11, 12, sorry, DC 12, 1 pot broke. DC 12 Constitution saving throw. Oh, Chiquito.
Oh.
Chiquito. Uh,
Well, it's been fun.
neat. All right.
Roll
So
It's so
Chiquito,
bad he can
In
smell now.
memoriam.
are you immune to poison?
That's what I was actually looking up right now.
I don't
Uh,
think you are.
I would like to be.
It would be good if you were, but I don't think
You
you
know, I would
are.
like to be too.
Is that
If
an
we
option?
can just choose that.
As we find that out, Rob Oakes, what are you doing?
Well, I'm losing a spell, so that's that.
There is one, so you can unfortunately only one. So just before your turn, you hit the maximum of one, which would be
Okay.
that fella in there, rather than
Alright,
throw the spell away completely.
Was that
So he-
poison or acid? I apologize.
Poison.
I have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned.
Ooh, that would give you a 14, which is better than the 12, so that is good.
And I have
No
resistance.
no effect then. So Rob, I need a dex saving throw from this bullywog real quick. He does pass, so he is not
Yeah.
fairy fired.
Okay.
And then what you doing?
Can I see him yet?
You can see him. He is basically on the floor below, but you can see him down in that direction there. So he's basically a floor down in the doorway, a floor
Alright.
down from Yaz.
I'm not wasting any spells on these guys. Anymore anyway. Short bowing.
Short bow, let's see it. That is a heck of a short bow. That is 7 points of damage. It is still an intact bullywog, though. Anything
And
else?
I don't feel like for bullywogs I'm gonna inspire any of my group, but I am gonna move a little bit over to this way. And that's it.
Sounds good. Additional bullywog rushing in, piles in the doorway, hucks another of those jars. Someone call me high or low.
Hi.
High, so if low it's bad. It was high, you are fine. The jar does not break, it just goes thump, boom, 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 down the steps. Third and final bullywog rushing forward. Somebody call me odds or evens.
Odds.
Odds. Evens would be bad. Odds is good.
Yay!
Another jar bumps down, does not shatter. Anrin, what are you doing?
Gonna yell at them to come on up and stop being cowards.
No!
Well then, crap, I'm gonna go down. 1, 2, 3.
Then I won't be a coward.
And well, they're downstairs right now.
Yep,
Can
they're
I reach
downstairs.
any of them from where I'm at right now?
Yes, so you would be able to get down there to the door, and you've got reach on your weapon, so you can reach them. And Yaz, I'm just going to
Okay.
scoot you to the side just to keep track of my brain.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna try whichever one I'm closest to.
Oh yeah. That is definitely a hit. 5 points of damage. You will say you targeted the one that was wounded, and that will take him out, because he was the one in the lead. Anrin, anything else?
Target one that's not wounded.
Sure. Definitely a hit. 7 points of damage. Wounded now. Anything else?
Just gonna yell, see, you should have come up. It wouldn't have been so bad. Don't know what else I can say to them.
Sounds good. Oh, what are we doing?
I'm gonna charge down and strike that first one with lightning.
You got it. Dex saving throw. Does not pass. Takes 2 points of damage.
And then I'll crack him with the Morning Star for
Oh
crit.
yeah. That's almost definitely. Yeah.
So I would have to roll extra dice on that, but I'm not gonna bother.
But I kind of want
You've
to
got
see
it.
it.
You've got it. You've handled it.
27, 34.
So I would roll another of the damage dice for the weapon. So just for fun,
Yeah.
I do an extra 2 damage.
So 2 damage.
Oh, damage dice. So the necrotic also gets rerolled.
The necrotic would also get the. What do I got? You already got the 2d4s for the necrotic, right?
But because I savage attacks from the orc, I reroll one of the damage
One
dice.
of the
So I would
damages.
just reroll the d8.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't get the
Still,
extra 2 of overkill.
That's 18, 20, 32, 36 damage. So yeah.
And then I'll step over and crack the last one.
Oh, that's right. You get 2 attacks. Oh
Crit him
no!
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes. Yes.
35.
What
S-
happened?
Covered with frog goo.
covered with frog goo. So you have cleared
Got your
out.
poison shit on my dress.
They did. They did.
Gonna pull a little handkerchief out of my pocket and hand it to you.
And basically, as you go to do that, we're gonna pop back over to that second floor area there. You have cleared out. I'll have to get caught up here real quick.
Uh-oh.
Hang on. We're good. Just gotta
They're
delete
dead.
some folks. You no longer exist, and you no longer exist, and you no longer exist. And we can reveal some area. This area, this second floor here, looks to have been a library, rather well-appointed one, hundreds of books, which is a fortune in knowledge here. Unfortunately, it's all been recently coated in bullywog slime, and they seem to have been having debates. There's crumpled up balls of paper everywhere. There are several of those intact clay jars, one of which they threw at you and exploded. And Chiquito felt the pull of the hallucinogen but resisted it. Inside is a poison that you have not thoroughly experimented with, but the bullywogs didn't seem overly concerned about getting it on them, so it probably has no effect on them. Not sure what it would do to you, though. The stairway continues down into potentially more bullywogs below, but the alert was isolated. Just those 6 responded.
Nice. Yaz is gonna jump over the edge with
Okay.
his warhammer head and be like, "Ha! Oh, you got them."
Yep, you got
And
him.
that's it. You got him.
Got him.
You got him.
It was touch and go for a moment.
We needed that. We need that every once in a while.
First one made you a little nervous, but then it came back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel better after it. I mean, I'm still nervous, or what I would consider feeling nervous, but I feel a little bit better about the bullywogs
Sure.
and stuff. First time we saw them, it was wave of bullywog, and that was terrifying. But 6, not so bad.
Yeah. And I mean, these were just the bookish bullywogs. How much stronger could the warrior bullywogs be? Probably not much.
Yeah.
Wow, the bookish one's up top. Quick.
So
Okay.
yeah, as you made your way down, the stairway curls around and another flight goes down to the ground floor, which would be adjacent to that hallway that leads out to the little area outside there.
Okay. Would it be possible to see what book they were chucking around?
Sure. Give me a quick history check.
Okay. I can do that. Yeah.
So you start picking up like crumpled up bits of paper, and you're like, okay, page 1, page 17 of a different book, page 376 of yet a third book. You have no idea as to what one they may have been throwing most recently. But there's quite a bit in there. About a quick what's everybody else doing? Are they just following, or is there any other
I wouldn't
activity?
mind taking a look at the books.
Sure. So how about somebody give me an investigation and somebody give me an arcana?
Ooh.
Okay, I'll do the Arcana.
Anrin is all about the Dewey Decimal System. Uh,
Just
so
odd for barbarian, but
Conan the Librarian, you're just following in the footsteps. But a quick scan of the area. This is a definitely a uh, an eclectic collection, likely plucked from the horde that was passing by more than something that was organized or gathered over time. Most of the books are just kind of up on shelves, but there is a section set aside, and Chiquita, this is kind of where you um, pull into, and maybe of special interest to you. It involves the concepts of multiple timelines, multiple realities, travel between the planes. It's especially that planar travel bit may be of interest. Unfortunately, since everything's a little coated in bullywog slime right now, you would have to be a bit careful opening up without ruining the contents. It's going to need a thorough cleaning before you can really get into this books.
If I could, I would stash it for later
It's
when
it
I
is
would
a
have more
it is
time.
a full shelf of books. Like
Oh,
this is a there are tomes and tomes upon this topic.
okay. I'll take
You can just pluck one.
a summarized version.
Sure.
The one that talks
Or maybe like the
a
least
little bit about
damaged.
everything.
the index with notations.
Yeah.
Which one's already highlighted? Which one has the one that
Yeah.
someone did all the hard work already?
Abigail's abridged version. Whoop, dink. Got it. And with that scouted out, Bullywog's defeated. It leaves you with a stairway down, or you could head back up and do other things. What you doing?
Well, I guess we keep going down.
I think you're right.
Sweet.
Got it. So
He's
flip.
gonna. Oh, sorry.
All right. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say he's gonna maintain that bullywug look,
Okay.
because it worked so well. Initially it worked really well. And he'll kind of keep peeking and sneaking around.
Sure. Now the map has rotated. So when you're
Mhm.
like, well, this doesn't look right at all, it's because it spun a quarter turn because they're evil. And as you come down to that bottom set of stairs, no one in this room, but you can see. The area you're in was probably originally the rectory or priest living quarters. There are several sturdy storage cabinets, but it looks as though they've all been hacked open and looted. The floor down here has that churned, muddy, and froggy smell that the bullywogs have been about this place quite a bit.
Yaz is gonna scoop up some of that and just rub it on, so
Oh,
he blends in even more.
Good for your skin. Keeps you
Oh
nice
yeah,
and moist, apparently.
yeah. It's like when people go to like the mud spas and stuff. You know, you're ultimately cleansing.
Yeah.
Um.
Door is closed. That would be behind the stairs from you as you come down.
All right. Yaz will put an ear flap to it and take a listen.
Sure. You put an ear flap to it and take a listen. And go ahead and give me a quick perception check.
Sure.
Yeah.
Perception.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
all right.
pretty good
Cool.
perception.
Yeah.
So you hear several noises. Among them, some very heavy thump flaps, much bigger than the bullywog jumps. There must be giant frogs, giant toads, something big flopping about out there. Along with that, you can hear some humans cursing rather soundly at lizards. Um, Not entirely sure what that's about. It's not clear enough to know. But they are human voices. They don't have any of the froggy undertones. Speaking common, cursing at lizards.
Okay. He's gonna pull away from the door, kind of make sure he's a fair bit away from it before he starts talking to the group. He's gonna relay to them that information about the human voices, the big flup flups, and apparently there's still lizards in here. Not all of them have inched their way out.
That's not good.
I could possibly move past to try and hear a bit more why they haven't moved out. But as of right now, it sounds like someone is yelling at a lizard, more lizard folk. I don't know. I couldn't hear if there was more than one. Alternatively, it could be a good thing if they help us. I mean, they know we're here.
That's true.
There's
This
also
could be a surprise for the yelling humans. What would happen if you just went in? We did not. Can they see us from where we are?
No, you're inside a back room of a chapel at this point. Doors closed. You should probably be able to sneak out there.
I could sneak out as if on patrol, or and he would just make a quick run upstairs, picking up one of the thoroughly ruined books,
Mhm.
and just bring it back down so he looks more like one of the bookish ones.
Okay.
And he's like, I could just be make myself look busy.
The illusion is complete.
I am the bullywug. But yeah, I could just make a quick pass around, see what I can hear before reporting back, if that would if y'all would like that.
Cool.
Okay,
Sounds
It's not a bad
reasonable.
idea.
Sure,
Alright.
go ahead.
I will try it then.
You got it.
Yes. He's
So
going to take a slimy coca and
Hmm?
put it on Anrin's shoulder, and then turn.
got it.
Going to go ahead and pet the poor slimy coca
I'm sure
with my
Coca
handkerchief and
appreciates
try and get some of it off.
And then Yaz will make his attempt to blend in and eavesdrop.
Got it. So Yaz, as you make your way out through that first door, you let yourself into what was obviously a chapel. The design is there for it, but it has definitely been changed over more recently to a shrine of Tiamat. Nothing quite fits where it looks like it would have originally been. There's a rather handsome-looking wooden statue of the Dragon Queen. All 5 heads represented. The workmanship here actually quite good. Though stylistically, the dragon heads look more like lizard folk heads than dragon heads. So it was crafted by the lizard folk. Could I have a quick investigation check from you, please?
Sure. What is it? Oh,
There's
all right. Cool.
there's something different about the black dragon head, and given your recent experiences with giant explosive acid things, you're maybe a little more on edge about that sort of thing. But there's something going on up in the black dragon head, which is given prominence in this particular statue. Away to this direction, you can now catch sight of through that slightly open door there, and hear a little bit clearer what's going on. It looks as though a patrol of humans are working on getting mounted properly to several giant lizards. Bump.
Repeat that. Oh, okay. That's what you meant. I was like,
So
wait.
there is a patrol mounting up on giant lizards right now, and you can hear the humans, cultists, one would assume, cursing at the lizards. It seems like the lizard folk that would normally be helping them get mounted, control the mounts, get settled, aren't there right now.
I've fallen into the trap of being called just lizard, and they're talking about that kind of lizard. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay. With just that that's the only thing I see right now. There's no other bullywogs in this room that I
So
can see.
yeah,
Just them.
so that you've got you're alone in this area here. Nothing going on in this whole kind of section here. Out through this doorway, you can see them in what's effectively the courtyard, assembling on their giant lizards. And the big flopping noises are coming from somewhere down here, but you can't figure out quite what's going on down there. Just every once in a while, you hear like a plop.
Okay. And there's something odd about the black dragon head. Don't know what it is, but I notice it.
She get closer.
Maybe I'll have to throw a shoe at it. But first he's gonna dip away, hopefully before the cultists see, and just say, okay. They are not talking about lizard folk. They're talking about lizards. Giant lizards.
Can you
feel
talk to
an
them?
important distinction.
Yes. So,
If they are mounting up to patrol or something, perhaps we wait until they have left.
they seem to be having trouble with that though, because I guess the lizard folk that normally help them are not there to help them. Again,
do you think that you have the ability to get these lizards to cooperate less?
Cooperate less.
Yes, perhaps it would give us an opportunity to eliminate these cultists if there is chaos among the lizards.
Or cooperate with us.
My animal handling skills are not the best, as you wouldn't think with how I handle Coca. Coca's just a beautiful creature. But I'm willing to give it a try. Either way, it might, whether I fail or succeed, either way, it'll result in, I'm sure, some kind of havoc.
Sure.
Probably.
So what's happening?
You know what? Either way, you're gonna do okay. Boop.
Yeah. Good call. Okay. In that case, I know they're looking for a lizard folk. So prestidigitation away the muck.
Okay.
He's going to make himself look like a lizard folk, but not like Yaz lizard folk, but just another lizard folk.
You end up looking exactly like your brother Zay.
Zay. I wonder how he's doing right now.
He's
Right
probably okay.
now.
It's
Yeah.
probably
Probably
fine.
okay.
He's very resourceful. He's gonna leave the book behind, his disguising things. Okay. And then he's going to walk out and act like he's supposed to be here.
Sure. So you stroll out into the courtyard. There's about 8 cultists working on getting mounted up. As you make your way out into the main area, they call out to you. Where in the hell have you all been, by Tiamat? Get over here and help with the what? Things have all gone to shit since Born Grey left.
What you want?
Obviously, we're trying to get mounted up here. Can you tell these things to calm down?
He's gonna move a little closer, and he's gonna. Is there a way that he can kind of like say, all right, calm down, but maybe like with a flick of the tail, like do something to get them like riled up?
Can we creep closer to the door to see what's happening, or
Sure,
have some idea?
absolutely. You should have control of your characters, I hope? Okay.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, absolutely. And could I just get from the party, just a refresher for me, an average stealth. Let's just keep it above a 12 there.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't drag us down this time.
Whoa, Chiquito!
For you.
You're trying, but you didn't get it below the 12. So,
Oh, darn.
they
I was like, "Rah!"
trying to stir things up. So Yaz, you are trying to sound like you're calming them down, but give them a little pinch and a little tail snap.
Yeah,
How
basically.
about a animal handling and a sleight of hand? Animal handling for how well you do riling it up. Sleight of hand as to how well you disguise your intentions.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or sleight of tail.
Oh, that's not an option on there. Can I do deception? All right, so here comes animal handling.
Hmm?
Cool.
Oh, you have a boop.
Ooh,
I do have a
ooh,
boop. But do I use
that
it
is
for that?
awesome.
Do I use it for that? Or
No,
do I
you let
use
that
it...
one stand.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's do the sleight
It's
of
not
hand.
up, and you can get a 0.
Yeah. All right. I'll use the boop for that one because I think it's more important that they don't know my intentions compared to
All right,
the
so
giant lizards.
so I think you actually did kind of try and slide a tail snap in there, and that lizard was just like, "Arrumph," and tries to bite you back. So you got a bite coming in here
Mm-hmm.
from the giant lizard. Like worm 7. It misses, but it definitely tried to take a bite out of you. Uh, they are agitated, but no worse so than necessary. Other than that, they're mad at you.
Hey,
That's not good.
I just had a thought. Hey, Rob.
Yeah. Okay, I'm listening.
Maybe it'd be better, maybe, if we actually help these. Maybe by we, I mean yes. Help them out. Get them out of here. Looks like they're mounting up for something.
All right.
You think maybe you could, maybe whisper somehow? Yes, let them know. Maybe actually help them out instead.
Sure. I pull a little bit of wire out and whisper into it. Hey, yes, just ease him on out. We just want him out. Let's just get him out of here. Easy like Sunday morning.
He's not going to respond to it or like signal that he got something, but he got it.
Okay.
Um.
So are we now going to reverse course on the animal handling?
I guess yeah. I'm gonna try. Yeah. He'll Can you take out maybe like some meat from like rations or something? Kind of give him a little wiggle and start to like help ease him out.
Sure. Let's see if your lizard control skills have improved.
I think I still have that boop. So here's to hoping. Here's to hoping.
Ooh, they have improved 300%.
Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, we started out from a 0, so it is actually
You're right.
infinitely improved.
Uh-huh.
Congratulations.
Should I add that boop onto that?
You may, if you like. The sleight of hand will come. Well, no, because you're now doing what you want. You don't have to disguise it. So you
Okay.
may roll your.
I think it'll help us.
Okay,
6.
it does get it up to a 6. So I think you're like, how about food instead of tail? It's gonna try and bite at you again. It's trying. It misses again. You get your hand out of the way. But yeah, these lizards just don't like you. You smell like bullywog, and
But
just,
I prestidigitation. I must smell like lizard.
you still came out of the bullywog area. It's on your feet.
He's
But
gonna kind of.
over the course of a couple of minutes, the lizards do get settled in. They get the harnesses strapped on. They get their seats in. And kind of the curious thing here is they actually strap their legs down to the lizards, So they could not dismount even if they wanted to, at least not without some reasonable unbuckling. And the reason to that becomes a little obvious as the patrol starts to set off, and the lizards just go right up the wall and then down the other side, allowing them to climb vertically and stay stuck to it.
Mm.
So they head
We
out on
should get
patrol.
some of those lizards.
Should get some of those lizards. They're
That
nice.
looks really helpful.
It looks really fun.
I mean,
Alright.
if you could just stop looking like food to them, that would be great, Yaz. As they are heading away, Yaz, you do get a chance to spot what's making the flirping noise. Patrolling up and down the hallway here, some massive toads with bullywogs on their backs.
you was a toad.
In this case, it would be correct. And just as a quick recap of areas in here, let's bring up the pointer and go to here. So bullywogs tended to hang out down around this area with their entrance to their muddy under area down there. We've got that shrine that you just had come out of. Up in this area, a little bit cleaner. That's where the cultists tend to hang out. That's that kitchen area right in there. You can see some foods still being prepared, some smoke and stuff coming out. You got the tower right here, which leads up to the observatory. And then the lizard folk area was down and around here. You hear crickets. That seems very, very quiet and empty at the moment.
Nice. Okay. He's gonna do his best not to alert the bullywugs quite yet, since the cultists had just pretty much left. But he would like to go back into the room.
Sure. Could I get a quick stealth check as you walk all casual like?
And click.
Nice. You walked
Very
casual enough that the bullywogs do not harass you at the moment. What are
nice.
y'all doing?
He'd be like, okay. Wow, they really didn't like me. Coca, how have you lived with me for so long?
You think that they like? I got the feeling that they did not like you so much.
Yeah, no, they didn't. I'm really bad with animals. Like, Coca was just a lucky one.
You
Coca
like
loves
look over
you.
at Coca. Coca's like got the one hand up, the little, palm out, just giving you like the I will put up with you forever sign.
Yeah. You know I'm really the one in charge. Give me food. Okay, so he's like, okay, I think we should wait just a moment because since they just left, but the loud slop noises that we're hearing, those are bullywogs on top of giant toads in the hallway. I heard two, as in two pairs, like rider and ridey. That is all I know of so far, but maybe we wait just a moment, so if they do decide to sound an alarm, those cultists don't come back.
That is wise.
I'm learning slowly.
Sure. And as we try and get a couple of minutes to pass, let's ask for one of those fateful D12s. A 1 might get you interrupted.
This is Aaron's time to shine.
A
There you go.
9 is
Not a
not a 1. Well done. So you have a few minutes to yourselves. You're in that temple area. You've got that 5-headed Tiamat statue with that beckoning black dragon head there. But no one wants to go near.
Oh yeah, I probably should point that out. There's something weird about that one, specifically the black dragon head. I'm afraid to go near it, but just casually while we're waiting.
Okay.
Cool. All right, let's go.
Sure. Toad flop, toad flop, toad flop. You hear them flopping around out there. After your 15, 20 minutes spent listening to give the lizards and riders a way out, you're pretty confident there's at least 6 maybe out there. Could I get a perception check from whoever's going to try and give the definitive count?
I might take a look.
Sure.
Please.
Oh, 18's pretty good. Actually, you're like, ooh, I think there's more than that. I'm pretty sure I heard 8. So you're going to guess that there are probably 8 giant toads out there.
Hmm. Okay. Do we just go in swinging, or try to lead them in here, or what you think?
Listen, I have one skill set.
Would you like to put it to use?
What?
I will rely on your judgment if it is time to use it.
Hmm.
Here's the deal. We go back. We go further. The whole point is what we're looking just to kind of take out as many as possible. Is that the deal? Or we're gonna just prove that they don't have enough. Like, what's the end game here? What we're planning?
We're trying to make sure that the lizard folk are the dominant people here, and eliminating bullywugs will make the lizard folk dominant.
Right. Right. Maybe. I mean, there's a few of them, but I'm sure the lizard folks could handle it. If anything, maybe we head further down. I mean, we could take them out, but maybe we might head.
I
Yeah.
suspect that if we start the fight here, the ones below will join in eventually.
Mm.
But perhaps if we go down there first, these ones won't join.
Was
Right.
there another route down? Because I know you pointed out that one staircase, but was there another route down?
There is the basement where we fought the bullywugs before.
The only way to the basement is through the big toads, I think.
Yes. The only way would be the big toads or taking a swim.
I could try
Well-
to hit a few with an Eldritch Blast, so there's no riders. Not the toads, but like the bullywugs.
We know you're not very good with giant lizards. How are you with giant toads?
Is it any different?
Yeah, they're bigger.
No, I mean for
No.
yes, is it any different?
Well, I
They certainly look different to me.
definitely to me too.
Yeah, no, there's going to be no difference. They're going to not like me just as much and try to eat me. That's my prediction, at least. But I think, yeah, to get below, we're still going to have to go through the toads. I figure once the toad doesn't have a rider, it could be easier.
That could be true.
Either way,
Um,
like, yeah.
Here's the deal. We know that poison up there affects. Probably won't affect the bollywogs. Though, do you think maybe that poison might affect these giant toads though?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like someone might be able to test that theory out with a nature check, but knowing if they really botch it, they might sniff the poison a little too strongly.
Well, I'm really good at nature, right? Because all druids take nature.
I've heard this about druids before.
You know what? I'm gonna boot
Screw
myself
nature.
before I do that, and I can't wait to sniff it. You said I'm gonna sniff it? I'll definitely
Stupid
say I'm
nature,
gonna
that's
sniff it.
on your
Sure.
Out of character, I have a 2 in nature.
I have a 1.
Chiquito puts on his nose just for this.
No, I don't.
It's
Have
not
a
My
much of a
shoes everything
difference.
but my nose. Here we go. Here we go.
Do it.
All right, we're gonna go a little. We're gonna do a little. There you go.
Bringing that up to a 12. So you are fairly certain this would not work on any toads, frogs, bullywugs, and the like. So most likely this would not have an effect on the toads.
Probably not. Never mind. Forget what I said. I don't know too much about nature, I guess. I'm a fan of it, but I don't know enough about it.
I
Well,
appreciate the attack.
you're from a different world. I mean, things change when you come over, and
No,
you know.
I wasn't pretty good over there. In fact, I'm actually better here than I was over there.
Well, that's amazing. That's like a gift.
That is
Thank you,
growth.
Rob. I love you too.
Ah, I love you, Chiquito.
We're gonna have to kill these guys now, probably.
Yeah, I think we should just probably kill him. I mean,
Yeah.
it hurts me to say that, but
Okay.
because I don't like just
I know you're like it.
It's not a question of liking. This is what I can do.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do it. Maybe we could. I don't know
mean,
what other big upper hand we get out of this.
I think Rob and I could try to maybe Chiquito, you too. I think you have something long distance. We can try to just sneak and the ones that we can reach before they
yeah.
notice. And but either way, things might go downhill. We're on the attack, so either way, we're going to attack. Just maybe we get the jump on one or two of them.
Um,
Enough of this
Okay.
planning.
All right, we're gonna do it.
So I'm just doing things. No,
No reason.
no reason.
Who?
man, I am sucking up on the initiative. That's my second 4 today, or natural 1 on initiative.
All right, so I have added things to initiative. We'll go ahead and throw things into an order here.
Jeez.
Show, Anrin, Chiquito, Yaz, Rob. So Show, you've done your planning. What are you trying to do here? And they're basically flopping up and down that hall, kind of doing their patrol, stretching their legs. They don't seem to be super diligent about it, but if you don't flop up and down the hallway, you don't get to ride the giant toad.
That's fair.
Once again, sometimes these bullywogs are very endearing.
They all are.
So, is the plan to kill them?
Yeah.
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 I'm going to go out there.
Okay.
So my plan would be to come around the corner, get to about here, and wait until one's close, and jump out and whack them.
Sure. So you can go ahead and move yourself up, and everybody go ahead and move themselves into position as they would be when things kick off. And we're going to say there's enough stuff going on, there's enough things running by that you wouldn't really have time to set up an ambush, but you would be able to, be at the top of the turn order as things happen. So Show, this is probably the prime time. Most of them seem to be looking away right now. What you doing?
I'm gonna rage and run out and hit a guy.
Okay. Swinging for the bullywog or swinging for the toad?
The bullywog. I'm gonna strike him with lightning first.
Okay. He does not pass that. He will take his 3 points of lightning. That will miss, surprisingly.
I'm gonna miss him, and then I'll swing again. Ooh!
Ooh.
I guess we go full circle.
Yeah, just kind
The
of
pendulum has swung.
greases off the bullywog. That's going to bring up this fella down here, who turns in response and says, "Whoop."
Yes, I was feeling the same way.
A collective whoop all around.
What the hell just happened?
The toad is kicked into high gear and it leaps down the hallway. As it does, the bullywog hucks a spear. That's going to be more than 20 feet away, so this will be coming in at disadvantage. Show. Ooh, still a 19, probably for 2.
Still hit.
Bring up another bullywog. This one throwing itself down the hallway, rushing to assist its friends. Ooh, very close. Show. The giant toad doesn't have to move that far, and it actually gets a chance Makes a bite attack at you. Womp. An 11's probably going to miss, though.
I will miss.
The bullywog on its back gets to strike and bite. Needs to keep one hand on the mount. 19 for 2. 15 probably going to miss.
Will miss. Yep.
Anrin, what you doing?
I'm going to come running out again and get to right about here.
Mhm.
And what I want to do is I want to use or try to use Burning Hands, but I want to get Show out of the range of the cone. So I have it's a 15-foot cone.
Yep.
If there's any way I can do that.
Yes, absolutely. You can go right down that line and right over there and get both toads, both bullywogs.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, it's a DC 12 saving throw.
Sure. That is Dex, I think? Dex. All right. Top and bottom toad.
Oh, it can't be rage. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. Top and bottom bullywog.
Ah, look at those dexterous.
Leap. Okay, so giant toad on the top is going to take all 12. Toasty frog. Giant toad on the bottom is only going to take 6. Bullywog on the top is going to take 6. Bullywog on the bottom is going to take all 12. Can't handle it and dies. We get a rogue toad. Anrin, anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to bonus action rage
Got it.
and get prepared for the next one.
Sure. Show that toad would like to not be here anymore and is going to attempt to run away from you. Are you going to try and interrupt it?
I am not.
All right. That toad will leave battle and leap off to live a happy life in the swamp. In the meanwhile, though, these toads and bullywogs are incoming. Gets a little closer. Hux at disadvantage. It's thrown spear. This one's going for the spellcaster. Anrin, it's coming at you. 6 is gonna miss. Bullywog from downtown, rushing forward. Womp. Bullywog, rushing forward. Womp. Chiquito, what are you doing?
All right. Oh boy. They're all rushing forward this way from here.
Yep, they're all kind of rushing down the hall.
All right. Chiquito is going to. With that, he's going to cast Entangle
Okay.
over here.
Whoa.
What is the range on Entangle?
90 feet. Is that far enough? Oh, damn! We were so much bigger before. Yeah, damn it. Chiquito's gonna move up a bit.
Huh?
Yeah, okay, he's not gonna do Entangle.
I mean, you
Forget I said
can.
it.
It would just not
No,
be all the way down
forget it.
here.
Oh, okay. I figured 90 feet was quite a ways. This is a long hallway. I didn't realize how long it was. Keto is going to. He will do. I guess he's just gonna attack this one then. He'll attack the bullywog on top. This one
Okay.
right here. Twisty tie mouth attack. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
17 acid damage.
Once
That's a
more.
good twisty tie mouth attack.
It's very good. Is anyone going to interrupt the toad as it tries to flee?
No.
One more toad into the swamp. Chiquito, anything else?
Once more into the swamp, dear
I
Toad.
let my tendrils bite at the toad a bit.
Oh,
They're hungry. It's okay. Go ahead, help
just a
yourself.
little nibble.
Help yourself. I'll go.
Just a little nibble. Yaz, what you up to?
Yaz is going to make his way around the corner here, and he's going to fire off a blip blip to this one there.
Got it?
Yep, and sorry, let me bring this back up. Blast.
26 is going to hit.
Nice. And I guess technically he gets another one, so blip.
10's not going to hit, though.
Oh.
Bullywog can handle 6 points of damage, though. Is that right? Yep.
Is that right?
Yep. You got you got
Okay.
your 4 in there. Yeah.
I do have my 4 in there. Okay. All right. And I guess technically my hex lasts for 8 hours now, so why not put a hex on that bullywog and call it there?
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Rob Oaks.
Rob's gonna move a little bit forward.
Okay.
I'd like to shoot at this toad here with my bow.
Sure. Toad or the bullywog?
Toad.
Toad, you got it.
All right.
Bigger target, easier to hit.
Nope.
11 is the perfect number.
Oh, 7 piercing. Okay.
7 piercing.
And then I would like to bonus action inspire.
Okay.
And I will sing Sholare. Don't bullywog stay in one place anymore. It would be so fine to see you crush one to the floor. It's always nice to see you kill Sholare. And she gets bardic inspiration.
Sounds valid. Show, what are we doing with that
Well, I
inspiring?
better take advantage of it.
Certainly should. What are we doing?
So I'm gonna move up to, that's my speed, to there.
Okay.
Strike that rider with lightning.
Certainly can. Let's see. Bullywog dance.
And even if he fails, he takes 1 point. So then I'm gonna crack him.
Yep. Yeah.
11.
9, 10, 11 plus 1 is too much. No bullywog. Now what?
Well, that's problematic. I think that's it because I don't have a ranged weapon handy.
Sounds good. That's going to bring up this bullywog right here, who is hexed but still under control. They are going to move forward. Giant Toad's going to try and bite Show. 22 is probably going to land the bite.
Yeah, that'll do.
All right, you are grappled. You will take 10 piercing, 6 poison. Hi, Max.
Oof.
Grapefruit. Donk. But a bum and
Well, I'm sorry, Toad, but now I'm going to kill you.
that is then going to be a bullywog is going to, with advantage, spear, bite. 20 for 3. And that will be the bullywog's turn. Bullywog downtown, rushing forward. 40 feet. Does that get close enough? 60 on the nose. That'll throw a range. Spear. Straight up. 14. Miss. Bullywog. Jump. Ranged. Spear. Straight up. 18?
That'll hit.
That'll hit. 4 points of piercing. Anrin, it is round to you. What you doing?
I'm going to 40. I can get to right there. Okay, so there is still a hexed bullywog up here, right?
Sure is.
Okay. So, and I bonus action raged last turn, so I'm still raging.
18's plenty. 6 points is enough. Bullywog is down. Toads are trying to get out of there but can't move yet. Anrin, anything else?
Well,
And I'm in that one toad's mouth, right?
You are in that toad's. You are grappled by that toad. You have not been swallowed yet.
so I guess I'm going to hit that toad. Unfortunately, I really don't want to, but
Okay.
you know, it's grappled. Show.
Whoa, yes you do. 16 points of damage. Which does enrage the toad, so it is trying to chew away. Anrin, anything else?
Nope.
Add our giant toad to the turn order on the next round, but in the meanwhile, we got 2 bullywogs. They are both going to rush forward. They're 40 feet if they can. They can. Awesome. Our 2 bullywogs are going to be throwing their spears. They're aiming for the still restrained Show. Show, you've got 2 spears coming at you standard. Oh, bump, bump. A 22 and a 17. Chiquito, what you doing?
This one is it? Oh, I'm in still on that. Okay.
So these
This
two
one
toads,
or this one has a show.
The one to the up left.
Okay. And this one is how does that look? Does it look like it's trying to get out of here or?
No, those both look like they are probably in the fight because they have been taking attacks.
Only the one that had me in its mouth took an attack.
Rob shot the other one with an arrow.
Yep.
Oh, all right.
Keto will move up. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Guess what?
Twisty dice.
Joking butt. All right.
And butt.
Wasn't expecting it for some reason.
Sorry.
It took us years to get Leela off of that joke.
It felt so good, though. It did. Entangle time.
Entangle time. Please go ahead and cast that.
It'd be my pleasure. Here we go. Entangle time. Casty.
Do 20-foot square. Yep. A creature in the area, straight that'll be restrained. All right, so typewriter style, top to the left to the right, bottom left to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Toads are doing half their work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bullywogs seem to be breaking free a little bit better. So let's see here. That is toad restrained. Restrained. Bullywog safe, restrained. Chiquito, anything else?
Chiquito is going to sit there and wait, kind of hoping for wait to see what the bullywogs do at that moment. After that,
You got it. They seem pissed. Yes. What are you up to?
They do look pissed. My hexed one died.
The hexed one did die, yes.
Okay. And then I'm guessing it's the two bullywugs directly in front of Sho and Anrin that are upset.
Two
Or no?
toads, yes. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
This toad is chewing on Anrin. This toad is chewing on Sho. This toad has a arrow in its butt from Rob Oaks.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. Yaz will put a yeah, he's gonna help Sho out. He's gonna put a hex on the toad, and then he's gonna do another Eldritch Splash Splash
All right.
at the.
Hex on the toad. Splash, splashed.
Please help.
Ooh, that hits.
Nice. And hex. Nice.
Nice.
Blaze.
Oh, that also
Like,
hits.
Nice. Bleh.
All
I mean,
right,
hex bleh.
Hex bleh. 18 bless. Toad is still hanging in there.
Oh,
Yaz, anything else?
I'm gonna inch a little closer, and that's about it.
Rob Oaks.
huh, I'm gonna use all my inspirations up. I'm gonna move here.
Mhm.
Is this the one that I shot with the arrow in the ass, right?
That is the one that's got the arrow in the butt.
I'm gonna put 2 arrows in the butt if I can.
No! 2 arrows.
In the butt. Doing in the
Second,
butt.
second butt arrow.
Oh, yes, you do. I will say with that, you can put 3 if you choose. You can Robin Hood it up.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
what
right.
you're choosing?
What you're choosing to do? No, because I want to use my bonus action for something else.
Okay.
But that is.
What you got?
I'm gonna inspire Chiquito.
Oh,
Nice.
Hey Chiquito,
Yeah.
with your sweet fake nose, however it goes, I always know. You make me smile, please stay for a while. Now just take your time, Chiquito. I can't sing that song. It's Colby Calais, but
Cowabunga is real nice.
I saw where you're going with it. It was nice.
Hey
Nice.
Chiquito. Anyway, that's my inspiration for Chiquito. And that be all I do there.
Sho, you find yourself being nommed on by a giant toad. You are currently restrained. What are you doing?
How beat up is that toad? I feel like it's taken a fair amount of damage
It
since
it is much less of a toad than it was before. It's like a tuh.
Well, then rather than use my action, my whole action to get out, I think I'm just gonna whack it.
Sure. Currently would
But
be
I'm
at
gonna do it.
disadvantage.
I'm gonna do it recklessly in order to overcome that disadvantage.
Certainly may. 17's gonna hit. That is plenty. You have burst free.
And then I will strike the other one with lightning.
Yeah. Jump.
Because that's what we do to toads.
It passes.
All right, well then I'm gonna hit it. And crit it.
No, yeah, you are.
8, 10, 13, 15?
15 plus a d8. 22.
Oh, that is very close to killing it, but not quite. Show
Oh.
anything else.
Nope.
Got it. That's going to bring up some bullywugs. This one is restrained. I'm going to have it just chuck a spear at disadvantage. Can it throw how far?
I was reckless, so it would be a straight roll.
Yeah, I was hoping it could reach Chiquito, but it can't. But we will aim at the reckless.
Hey.
We'll aim at the reckless show. An 8 is going to miss the toad. Boy, the toad will try and rip its rider out of the entangle, I guess is how that's going to work. It can't, which is good because I don't want to think about that too hard. This bullywug and toad combo are both free. It will move forward. Blurp, blurp. Blurp, blurp. Blurp, blurp. 40 feet, that was the dash for the toad. Bullywog still has both those attacks. Show you are in front and reckless, so you got it coming at you. One-handed spear, one
18 will
mouth
hit.
bite.
Okay.
18 and a 22. And then Anrin, what you doing?
That was a bullywog bite and not a toad bite, so
That
I'm
was
not restrained.
correct, just a bullywog bite.
Okay.
He's showing,
So-
he's like coaching him, like, do it like this.
Okay, so the toad that's immediately in front of me by the window
Mhm.
here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit it, I hope.
Sure. Absolutely
Yep.
do, and that is enough.
Okay. And then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to try and surgically hit the bullywog here.
See it.
Oh, darn it.
The exact opposite of surgical. You have angered the toad, but done no damage either way. Anrin, anything else?
Nope.
Got it. That's going to bring up the bullywog back here. It abandons its toad, leaping forward clear of the entangle. As it lands, it will throw the Hail Mary spear at Chiquito. Disadvantage spear. 12, probably going to miss a Chiquito. Toad's going to try and get out. Womp. No. Bullywog. This one. Another one where the toad is stuck. Leaps off, gets a little closer. Chiquito. This one coming at you. I think a standard roll. Nope, still disadvantage. 10's not going to do it. Chiquito, what are you doing?
Yep. Chiquito's gonna go ahead and show him how it's done. He's gonna move up over here. Go ahead and give him a little. He's gonna open his mouth wide, tend to breathe in deep, and pick up his vest, and the giant mouth is gonna open up wide and try to attack.
You're a creepy warforged. Let's see it.
Yeah,
It's not his fault. It's the nature.
All right, here we go.
Sorry about that.
12 will miss a bullywog.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
You have a D8 if you want to use it.
Oh, I'm gonna use it.
All right. Let's see higher than a 2 or a 3 or
Shoot.
better. 3 or better is what we're looking for.
Go. Doop boop 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 doop boop.
I know it's not that song, but I was thinking it that way.
I'll be for your nose. I'll be
That'll
your
hit. Let's see some
nose.
damage.
I gave you 6 points.
Nice.
All right, damage.
Damage. Well, that's a lot of damage.
Jeez.
No
Believe it
more
or not, my tummy
bullywog.
was hungry.
Apparently.
My tummy mouth.
Chiquito, anything else for you there? Tummy
That's
mouth?
it, DM. Thank you.
All right. Yes. Round to you.
Okay, sorry for yelling in your mic, by the way. That
Put
was
it in the tummy mouth.
I forgot to mute. Yaz is going to shoot an Eldritch Blast at the farthest away toad.
Toad?
There's the button. Toad. And then wait, shoot. Did I forget? I forgot to move the thing. I'll do that next time. So one blip at the furthest bullywug.
Okay. That will kill the furthest bullywog.
Cool. And I can't do it because it just happens at the same time. So I'll do the second blip at the the one where the red ping was at.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good blip.
You didn't even need those hexes. Bullywogs falling left and right. Anything else?
Gonna place a hex on the last bullywug there. Or move it rather, sorry.
Sounds good. At this point, these toads want to get out of here. If we decide you want to chase them down later,
I'm gonna say get. If I can, I'll let him go.
Give him a
I'll
get.
even, yeah.
Rob Oakes, one bullywog threat remains. What you doing?
Well, I'm gonna shoot him.
Okey doke.
I mean, we'll see how I do. Right. I'm trying to decide if I want to inspire myself. Nah, I'll just shoot. No.
So maybe don't try and compose music while aiming the bow. Is the
Oh, we'll get a nice twang from that string.
You're pulling it on the
Uh,
lute.
Yeah.
little Alan
Friar Tuck
Adele?
style.
Use the bow. And Dale.
Rob bonus action?
Yep, you
I,
obviously tell it like it is. Oh,
I
well.
got I got
Whatever.
nothing. I got nothing
Whatever.
for a good bonus action.
Show back around to you.
I'll move a little.
I will step up and strike this guy with lightning,
Let's see it. Bullywog, jump.
and then I will crack him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So 1 point of lightning followed by 15 points of piercing.
Yep. That will do it. And with that, you have broken the back of the Bullywog's armed forces on this floor, leaving you pretty much free to explore. The cultists that are out won't return for another hour or two. Quick question. Any preparations for their return? What sort of greeting are you looking for? You could open fire upon them from the walls. That would be a fairly safe means of destroying them, but wouldn't really be the most friendly thing to do. Or you could try and negotiate. What style are you taking with the cultist patrol?
My preference would be to not be here when they get back.
Agreed.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
So we should move quickly, wipe out the bullywogs, and then leave.
Yeah, I think we can do that.
I like that.
Besides asking them what the hell they're doing here, yeah, we should just.
Go
Sounds good.
home.
So let's go ahead and grab some characters. Junk.
Get out of my swamp.
So you have basically cleared out the upper floors, leaving just the cave system below. Are we ready to head down, or is there anything else that you wanted to do?
I think we're ready to go down.
Let's go.
Right. It is, as you remembered it, a set of stairs leading down. You are way too tiny. To back up to the right size here, and as we do that, let's switch it to the right map.
The right size, huh?
Oh,
I knew
Way
there was
too
something
tiny.
more about this.
I remembered that the last time too.
just make sure I didn't leave you back up here at the top. Nope. Okay, good.
I never noticed that cave drawing of a minotaur looking guy up top. On next to the name of the dungeon.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Sometimes
Where
you
do-
get
where do-
minotaurs.
Where does the minotaur come into play?
I think maybe you should explore this
at the
natural
end.
cave system just a bit further.
It's a tiefling.
Totally all natural.
All natural cave system. You make your way down the stairs into the dungeon of Castle Neritar. The stairs, you recall that to the right and down some stairs were the kind of nesting, hatching, breeding, mucky area that you discovered. While up and to the left is where you followed to the teleportation circle. You do recall that up and to the left there was an area to the down that had a fairly large lake full of giant frogs that formed a frog wall, and that's when you decided to evac. And now you've returned. Where are y'all
Wow.
going?
Deja vu. that area where there was like the frogs and the wall of frogs. That's
Mhm.
also, isn't that where we also saw them just kind of hanging out like the bullywugs?
Yes. So if you zoom way out,
Mm-hmm.
let's grab my little map, grab my little pointer. So you came down here. So that's your entrance there.
Right.
You came down this way, and this whole floor area was very muddy and bullywug, like playpen kind of going on there. You never went down this cave. You were like, you know what? Probably not. You went up here. There was a little descent right there, and the
Mhm.
treasure was being dropped down. And then over here was the teleportation circle.
Right. I remember that bit. But
Down
wasn't
here, so down here is where the wall of frogs came from.
right.
Down here is where Farblex came from.
Oh, okay. So I guess we didn't really see where they slept. We just saw where Farblix. Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I got confused.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
Sure.
I guess you want to start by the bullywug playpen.
The bullywug playpen.
Let's go for it.
All right. Yaz is going to sneak around that way.
Sure.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneak.
And as you sneak around in that direction, you see the stairs that descend, as you remember they do. You see the footprints of the bullywogs, though give me a quick survival check, if you would.
Oh, okay. Survival. Where? Oh, there it is.
So, it's been a while since the bullywog's gone through here. The mud's all dried up and cracked over.
Oh. He's going to back away and be like, nope, and then go the other way.
Sure.
It's too dry. Just keep going the other way.
You got it. You follow the cave wall. There's that little pool of water leading off into another cave, off in the kind of upright direction there. Where are you headed?
Just gonna keep on moving
Just keep
that
on moving.
that
Sure.
away.
Yep, you got a couple of stairs that lead up to a little landing area, and then a little cliff, 6, 8 feet, I think it was, that drops down. There's a little winch and pulley system that used to lower the treasure down there. It looks like that hasn't been used in a while either. And that sort of checks out since you broke the teleportation circle. Things have probably, died down in here.
We broke their toy.
Did break their toy.
I'm going to keep sneaking along.
Sure.
Inching around.
Keep sneaking along, and as you keep sneaking along, you're like, okay. Could I get a quick perception check from you, please?
Okay. I see everything.
You do see everything. It seems like you remember. There's kind of that lake or underground waterway to the south. There's a passageway heading off to the southwest or the down left over there. And something you don't quite remember that you can kind of just see, sending a little light down that way. There's a lot of glittery stuff up in here. Lots of shinies.
Huh.
Oh. Well.
Gonna resist that urge right now. Not the goal, but he's gonna inch around and peek around the corner and see if he spots signs of bullywug, giant frog people in the water, possibly with that devil sight.
Sure. How far does that devil sight go? 120?
Something like that, yeah.
Some sort of super ridiculous number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like way down there.
I see everything sometimes.
So you do see quite a lot. And what you see, as you start to see quite a lot, let's lop. Really large section here.
Oh wow. Okay.
Is a lot of dead frogs. A lot
Oh.
of dead frogs, like a lot.
Well, not bullywugs. I'm gonna look back really quick. Have the party been following, or are they just kind of hanging back?
I mean,
Party?
I don't think we'd let you go that far by yourself.
Yeah, I think I'd
Yeah.
follow along.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Then he's gonna be like,
At least to here.
okay.
Definitely smell dead frogs if there were lots of dead frogs
are-
before we got there.
There are lots of dead
Ah.
frogs. Could I get a quick perception check from the party as they start to get up there? Somebody's
Okay.
nose was turned off today.
Yep.
Ah, there we go.
That worked.
So Andrin, you can smell a lot of dead frogs. And on top of that, the water smell that's coming up from there smells off. It smells way too acidic. And you've scented dragons before. There's been a dragon about.
What?
So the dragon's been down here eating the frogs? But I didn't think it could
Oh,
even fit
killing
down
them.
here.
I think it can because I think it has deposited its hoard down here.
Uh,
End
well,
of
then why are we down here killing frogs that don't, I guess maybe left the pollywogs here?
We're
Suggests to me
looking.
that perhaps we have driven out the remaining bullywugs. But we could go down that other passage and see.
Yes, because I think this is where we stopped last time. We didn't go much further than this.
That is about where you've explored to.
Yeah. Is that okay with the rest of you?
It is a good idea.
Okay. It's gonna. Yaz is gonna continue. Let's. Yeah, let's sneak on down where Far Blacks came from.
Sure.
Let's
So
see.
as you start easing your way down there, there's several bead curtains in your
Oh, yeah.
way. And as you kind of like shift the bead curtains out of the way, you can see that this area has been turned into a shrine of some sort. Niches in the wall are filled with carvings of frogs ranging from the size of a fist to as big as a pumpkin. Larger carvings sit on the floor. Crude renderings of frogs are scratched into the walls and colored in with chalk. How about a religion, arcana, history check from you as you observe the room?
History, Arcana, or religion?
Yeah, depending on what you're trying to figure out about the room.
All about the same, so let's go history. Yeah.
This looks like a holy place.
Yeah. The historical evidence points to this being hallowed ground. Absolutely. Gonna keep on inching forward, but no bullywugs?
No bullywugs.
Is the ground relatively dry down here too?
It is.
Huh. Maybe they're not allowed down here anymore. If that's where the dragon's hoard is.
Seems
I'm
reasonable.
gonna keep inching along though.
Sure.
Inch.
Got it. As you inch along that passageway to the south there has another of those beaded curtains. You need to get very close.
Slowly push the snoot past
Slowly
and
push
take
the
a
snoot
look.
past. As
Yeah.
you slowly push the snoot past, could I get what is your passive perception?
Not great for
Not
someone who's in the
great.
front. Let's see. 12.
12. So as you kind of start pushing your snoot through, you get a lingering scent of the bullywogs that must have been here before, but it's not present. The mud has dried out here. No one is churning it up. No one's bringing the wet in anymore. The chamber that you look into contains a mud-covered chair. All that mud is dried up and is now flaking off. A reading table, box of candles, and a wooden chest. The reading table has two books on it of very different manufacture. You would guess they are both spell books of a wizard, but it is definitely two different wizards. One looks like it's um, very um, heavy duty, like it looks like the kind of tome that doesn't leave the house, that sort of thing. The other one, a much lighter folio, kind of floppy, looks like it's probably a travel book.
Yaz will pick up both those if possible.
Sure. You pick up the books and give them like a little whoop through. One looks like it's got some higher level stuff. One looks like it's got some lower level stuff. If you don't have the ability to read wizarding stuff, you're just going by the complicated looking nature of the symbols, saying, that's more complicated than this one. You'd probably need a wizard to take a look at it. Or someone who can do wizard stuff.
Yeah. But hey, magic is valuable, no? So let's just take that along with us. Maybe Rob or Chiquito or somebody will want to take a look.
Yeah.
Who's better? What do you need?
If there's nothing else in here, then he's gonna start making his way back around to check the other side.
Chair, chest, table, and a box of candles.
I can
Gotcha.
look if you want.
That might be best, because Yaz is not the most perceptive or investigative.
I'm not super awesome at those either. That might be a Chiquito call.
No, you're good. I want to go ahead. You're gonna do okay. You're fine.
All right. What am I?
I think you're gonna do okay. Go get him. You're gonna do fine. You're gonna do fine.
Man, I feel a lot better about myself.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Perception.
Chiquito inspiration.
Yeah. The best. Got.
Sure. Rob, what were you looking into in particular there?
I just kind of walked in and was sort of guided a little bit by Yaz there, going, "Do you see anything in here?" And I'm just like letting myself be open to the experience.
Sure. So you're just soaking in the experience.
Yeah, you are.
Right.
And you're taking a look around, and you're like, all right, what do I feel about this room? And you got the bead curtains. That's cool. You got
is great.
You got the chest sitting there, and you're like, all right, what do I feel about this chest? And you're like, and you look up and you look at like, all right, hanging down from the ceiling, there's like little frogs on strings, like clay frogs on strings, and there's a odd grouping of clay frogs on strings just above the chest, and you're like, that is an unnatural cluster of frog clay pots on strings. That's a trap.
Something feels odd on this one.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll point that out.
Beyond that, that's the kicker there, is you probably want to take those clay pots down before you open the chest.
I'm going to try to carefully take those down for Yaz.
Okay. Could I have, if you have thieves' tools. If you don't have thieves' tools, could I have a dex check? Okay, cool. Thieves' tools with dexterity, I would like to see a 12 or better.
I clicked on drum by accident. Hold on.
That is not how to handle traps. Nice. You're just like...
But
it's the drum roll before...
That's right.
Percussive maintenance. 14 is better than a 12. Well done. So you were able to bring those down. There are 6 total jars, of which 3 still contain that same poison from above. And at some point in the future, you will be able to review that poison. It is a hallucinogen and causes people to do really strange things if they fail their saving throw.
I think I see a business opportunity.
After that's done, you're able to open up the chest, and inside you find some stuff. I'm going to need to make you do some rolls before I tell you what that stuff is, but we'll say for now you find stuff. From
Stuff.
there, are you content with your exploration of the lower area, or are you going to continue poking about?
The whole lower area?
Or where are you headed? What you doing?
Well, we know that there's all what looks to be shiny things up there, but Dragon might not be too pleased if we go near that.
Fair assessment.
Yaz was thinking perhaps going through the smelly dead frog area to see what's in there, since we have not been there at all yet.
Sure.
Okay.
If that's what everyone else to do.
I'm going to go ahead and rifle through my herbs and see if I can't find something to stuff in my nose.
Sure. So a little bit of investigation reveals down here a tadpole hatching area in the south side. On the west side, more of the bullywog area and a little landing spot there. That area fairly empty. However, between what used to be the muddy room and the pool area, kind of as you start to move towards these steps here, you hear some odd noises from the rooms beyond, and you're like, you know what? We should probably gather the party before we continue down these stairs. That warning sound kind of kicks off.
Fair. Let me grab token. Where am I? Where am I?
Has everyone
Shows
done?
all the way over here on the other side of the wall.
There we go.
Let's throw everybody in roughly the same area here for a second. There we go. So, down there, you can hear some odd noises. Could I ask whoever would take point on identifying odd noises to roll me a nature check, please?
No.
My character sheet opened and closed.
I did not do that.
Maybe someone else wants to take this, Nate. Oh, whatever. I'm not. I have no idea.
Bugs of some sort, Anrin, you think? It's got that sort of noise to it, that kind of clacky, chittery noise. Big bugs, I mean, sizable bugs.
Ooh, large bugs.
Large bugs.
Really?
Large bugs,
Large bugs?
and dead frogs and acid.
Oh my.
What does that add up to? Does that remind anybody of anything?
Does it?
It makes me think of large bugs and dead frogs and acid.
That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Yeah, probably. This is new. It's like reverse. The bugs stick around.
Is there such
frogs
thing as
die.
like? Is there such thing as like a bullywug queen?
They're not bugs.
There is such a thing as a bullywug queen, but you don't think they're bugs.
Okay, fair.
Sure, they're not bugs.
Pretty sure
Do another
they're not
nature
bugs.
check. That worked well. That would be
Well,
Sure, we could try another nature check.
that be history.
I would say it's more a nature check. You're looking for nature there.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you're stuck on big bugs, like
big bugs.
probably giant some sort of bug.
Do you want me to take a peek? Maybe.
Maybe.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're
Yeah.
just gonna stealth inch
Sure.
closer.
Stealthy.
Peek around the
Inch,
corner.
peek, kind of. Empty room. Floor used to be muddy, dried. You can see a few footprints left in it. Little broken trails. It bends around, kind of out of sight, to the south there. Could I see, if you didn't already roll one, a stealth check from you, please? 13's pretty good stealth. Where you going? What you doing?
Gonna hug the wall and
The wall.
inch a little
It's a
closer.
little closer.
You're
Looking-
my kind of cave.
Okay.
Give the cave a nice little hug as I keep
Just
inching around
keep slow.
slowly.
Okay, right about
Slowly.
there.
So big and
Okay.
so strong.
Start to see, a little bit more over here,
Alright.
right? And you get a
Alright.
little whip.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, what was that? What was that? You're like, wait! I saw something.
Something moved.
Just moved, like a little thing out of the corner of your eye, just like a leg. You're pretty sure it was a leg. No, that was. Maybe something. It's around the corner.
Yeah, it's gonna be like inch. Inch.
Kids, you got to go around the corner.
Okay, fine.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
So as you ease around the corner, we're just gonna bring up the turn order for reasons.
Yep, I was already.
What? Why would
We're
you do
gonna ask
that?
everybody to go ahead and click themselves
It's a bug minotaur.
into initiative.
Guitar.
We did it.
Bugatar.
It's all coming together.
Minobug.
Minnow bug.
In a war.
Bump.
Is that
dear.
Pokemon?
Minnow war. Wonder what that is.
Dink.
Bombardier beetle.
Centipedes. So many
Ah!
centipedes. They're everywhere.
Centipedes! As he says it, like a centipede comes out of his eye hole and goes around.
Eep. Yes. One of the
So
centipedes does
cool.
get the drop on you. And one of these swarms of centipedes gets the drop on you. Comes surging forward. As it does, it just tries to crawl all up and over and bite, and just they're everywhere. Let's go ahead and roll this into bite has more than half. 9?
No.
Yes. Anrin. Centipedes.
Yeah. Can't leave Yaz down there. So. That's 45, right?
That's a lot
Okay.
of centipedes.
Can I see the centipede?
Yep, you can see that centipede.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the centipede.
Oh,
See if
sure.
it does anything.
That is a dex
Yep.
save. Oh, they take all 12 points of that.
Page came back. Okay. And they're still sitting there.
Less than half of the centipedes are still sitting there, but there's still a massive pile of centipedes there.
Yaz is not grappled.
Yaz is not grappled.
That's pretty much all I can do at
Got
this
it.
point.
And bring up some more centipedes, and they are going to swarm as they do. Yaz!
Uh-huh.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, that
Ooh.
hits.
Crits it for 20.
Wow.
That's going to bring up more centipedes. These need to dash, swarm, just all over.
Oh my god.
Just, they're everywhere. Yaz, why would you
Wow.
go so far forward?
I didn't
Bored
see-
by
I didn't see anything.
They're just
It's
roaming.
horrible.
Can't
That
get
is
there.
awful.
Can't
the
quite
do
get
to
there.
get.
Just all there. Chiquito,
Yep.
what you doing?
Or I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
There's more centipede than Maz.
How many centipedes would you say is in a swarm?
How many would I say is in a swarm?
Yep.
Probably a good 100 to 200.
Uh-oh.
Like it is a big pile, like of just milling bodies. And kind of as you look around, you're like, oh, they were eating the frog eggs. Like
Oh,
it has gone rotten down here.
it's horrible. Unfortunately for them, I love centipedes.
I know you do.
I do.
And these
And
all
I'm
want
gonna-
to be your friends.
They sure do, because I'm going to cast giant insect on them, on 10 of them, and make them giant.
What?
Are you sure?
That's
Are you really sure?
my verbal commands.
Could you bring this spell up? I am not familiar with this. Okay. Up to 10 centipedes, 3 spell farmer. Transform up to okay. 3 berserker. Okay. Becomes a giant centipede. Okay.
I mean, I'm kind of the bug guy. So.
Obeys your verbal command and acts on your turn. All right. Okay.
You said I love centipedes.
All right. So we're gonna say basically this swarm here is the one that does that.
Hey, buddies.
Oh, I got worried there for a second. I was like, "Are you sure you
So
want to?"
this one goes away, and how many centipedes does it convert?
That'd be
10?
10.
I feel like the notes should say
10.
your DM might not allow you to take this spell.
Let me take a look.
5, 6, 7, 8.
They'll allow
9,
you to.
10.
10
You can choose
centipedes.
different. You can even choose more if you wanted. But it's up to them. Do I get any more since I'm such a fan of the centipedes?
So Yaz,
100? Do I get?
I don't know that I heard Chiquito explain what was about to happen.
No.
But the pile of centipedes that was right there and, intimidating at a, 2-foot tall pile of wriggling centipedes just exploded into, 40 feet of just legs everywhere.
You hear like the dinosaur from Jurassic Park when it's hissing, but it sounds a lot more terrified. Like.
It's me. It's me.
So, what, do you get to command these things, eh?
Yes.
What are you commanding them to do?
Well, first I'm going to ask them for them to tell their buddies to leave us alone. I'll ask one of them to do that. Hey, tell your buddies to leave them alone, and if they don't listen, then the rest of them are going to attack them.
I will say you can give one command to the whole group of them, just because I don't want to I don't want to try and figure that one out. So you're like, tell your buddies to stop.
Yeah.
Please go ahead and roll me a persuasion check for the giant centipede. Their
giant
charisma
centipede, okay.
is a -4.
All right. Hopefully the smaller centipedes aren't too
Will
hard to
listen,
persuade.
perhaps.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a giant centipede. Oh, -4. So I'll just roll a regular.
Yeah, you're
D20,
you're looking for a 7 or better with a -4. 13 -4 is a 9. So I'm going to say. Let's see here. What's
Centipede?
giant centipede versus this? I'm gonna say they're all gonna head over here, and they're gonna open negotiations. They're gonna break out their little round table. They'll all sit down because this is just gonna get to ridiculous level. So we'll just say that over here there's a little parliament formed. You know, that starts
Do
to
they
happen.
elect or do they establish a cabinet?
They may establish a cabinet, could be a wardrobe. Lots of options, as far as where to store their thousands of collective boots.
Perhaps a
Um,
chest of drawers.
chest of drawers.
Yeah. Sorry, he's gonna open up his
How
like
many
air
foot lockers does one
sealed.
centipede have?
Yeah. So we're
Yeah.
just gonna scoot that one over there because that's just gonna be a
Right.
mess of rolling that we don't need to do.
That'll sort itself out.
That'll
You guys
sort itself
okay?
out.
You okay?
Yes.
So
I thought I was worried for a second till I saw there were centipedes.
that was basically the last of the ambush traps that could have caused someone some dire straits here, but it has been resourcefully resolved through the explosioning of the small centipedes into large centipedes.
That's
Rob, can you
amazing.
tell if there is anything going on in there?
I don't know.
Understand
I guess we'll
centipede.
wait
It would
here.
be fascinating.
So, we'll kick into fast forward mode for a little bit here. You have successfully cleared the bullywog area. You have investigated. You did find your bonus treasure area. You did avoid the poisons. You have impressed the dragons, and you have chased the remainder of the bullywogs out into the waiting jaws of the lizard folk, where they happily tore them to pieces. We're going to need to decide what's happening with the cultists, whether you're leaving that for the lizard folk to clean up, helping in the dispatch there, or trying to capture. But I do get to ask you all to roll on a rewards table here, which I am scrolling myself down to get to here. And if someone would be so kind as to roll me probably high numbers would be the better numbers. 1d100. $68.
Not bad.
Bum. Ooh, very nice. Would you please roll 3d6s?
You want me to do that, or is somebody else doing it?
I could do one.
Oh, okay.
There's
Is that
one.
good?
Just one.
There's one.
That's a 5. That's a 2. So that makes a total of 8. So in that chest, you did find 8 gems. Each of those gems were worth 50 gold pieces. So you found roughly 400 gold pieces in gems in there. And there have been other piles of coinage about that we'll get into. But the more important thing is, could I ask someone to roll me a 1d4?
Okay, well, sure.
Uh-oh.
A 1!
Sorry.
It's not the best number, but that still gets you a roll on the table here. And that table, I'm going to need someone to roll me. Another 1d100.
Boop.
A 50. Along with the gemstones, you find a potion. That potion, when later identified, will be of stone giant strength.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Uh, along with that bit of randomness, you do also find in your investigations before you head out, not going into the dragon's treasure trove, an amount of coinage, the vast majority of which is in copper. It seems like the cultists were paying the frog folk in copper because they didn't feel like lugging it around. There are hundreds of pounds of copper coins available, worth very little, but it's shiny. You also do find a potion of etherealness.
Ooh.
Ooh. I like that.
A large number of mundane weapons, basically any of the standard mundane weapons that you would want to get your hands on. And finally, a +1 longsword.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That +1 longsword is made of a weird translucent crystal, which is only important in that if I say, is it metal, you get to say no.
Cool.
I kind of like that.
Sure.
You want to take it?
Sure. At least it's not going to talk to me.
It does not seem to have an attitude at the moment. And with that, you have successfully claimed the castle. Now, having done so, a little bit of time passes. The cultists will be dealt with one way or the other. And then your good friend Voraghammer, the big black dragon, kind of says, "Hey, come on up. I'd like to chat with you for a moment. Are you
This
willing?
This could only be good.
This could only be good. Are you willing to come on up to the observatory and chat with the big dragon?"
Yeah, I'll bring my buddies with me.
Now, before we do that,
Mhm.
part of our plan was to get rid of the bullywugs so that we could kill the dragon without them joining the fight.
Sure.
So, is that still the plan?
Is that still the plan? So the dragon has said, "Good job. You've killed the bullywugs. The lizard folk are out there eating bullywug scraps. The cultists have been dealt with one way or the other, and the dragon has said, come on up. Let's chat."
Should we go into this with the idea that we might start a fight?
I'm gonna bring my buddies up with me.
Possibly, if we upset it, yeah. Yeah.
Should we go into this with the plan to start a fight?
Only if we'll see. I guess.
I'm up for it, but I'm going to
That's
be
the
staying
opposite of a plan.
far. I'm up for it, but I'm going to be standing
Listen.
far away.
I get. You know what? Normally, I don't. I'm some type of animal or something when the plan goes to shit. So, now that I really haven't been one for a bit, I wouldn't mind using. I wouldn't mind talking to kind of see where things go from there.
So, first
So-
question. What kind of shape are we in at this point?
I think I'm the only one who no, because there was the frogs.
I'm
Does
okay.
this happen immediately, or do we have a?
I would say this is before you have an opportunity to rest. So he's said he's noted what you've done. Before you've had the opportunity for a short rest, he says, "Come on up, I'd like to chat." And you can decide whether to go or not. But he's a big dragon, and generally when they say "come on up," it's not like in an hour. It's
Yeah.
pretty much now.
I think that we
have a
should
lot of
go, but
choice.
I think we should decide if we are going to, if this will end in violence.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say, if we get a sense that this dragon needs to be stopped for some reason, for if it's doing something foul or wrong, and we have the opportunity to snuff it out, we do it. But if we see that maybe it's not, maybe it's okay, then we let it live. I'd say maybe might be the best action.
being operative word.
Let's be opportunistic. I think if we have the chance
What's
to
our
step away
goal again?
to take the castle, and we have to deal with the dragon, but they never said how.
Basically, the
Bro-
goal was just to make sure that the road stayed clear of lizard folk, and the construction could still
Well, if this is
continue
to
on
be
the road.
Yaz's castle, he might not want a dragon in it.
This is true, but I also recognize a few of us, have taken a few little bites. So I'm going into this knowing that it could be a fight, but if there's a chance for us to pull back to lick our wounds, I won't say no to that.
Sure.
But I'm also very prepared if things go south.
So let's
Yes.
let's take a look at the situation that would be if you headed up into the observatory, just to give everybody a handle on what you would be walking into if you chose to. You have been up here with Born Grey the elf, so you are familiar with what it basically is. There is a spiral staircase that goes up through the tower. At the top floor, you've got this octagonal shaped area, and then you've got the dome with the opening and the Farseer set up there. So you've only got 30 to 40 feet across. There's not a lot of places to not be near the dragon,
Mm-hmm.
and he has sky access at that point. This would be a fairly disadvantageous place for you to fight a dragon, just on a pure tactical thing. Yes, you could maybe retreat down the stairs, but if he flew up and looked down, he could spray acid all over all you all day, and there wouldn't be a lot you could do about it. So probably not the best fight situation to be in, unless you really just want to toe-to-toe a dragon.
Well, the problem is that the dragon would not stay toe to toe.
Right.
Very valid concern. But that's basically where he's asking you to come see him. Come pay me a visit.
We don't
Nice.
complain.
Well, I think we should go and speak, but perhaps we try to. Well, perhaps I try to restrain myself.
Not any happier about it than you are, Sho, but there's one thing I've learned on this journey is that sometimes waiting pays off.
You got this. We'll be fine. We'll wait for the opportunity. Right now might not be that opportunity. But there will be.
All right. So I think I hear that you are heading up there. It's more on the conversation side. And when you get up there, you see the dragon has once again turned the whole top of the observatory to look at something. And as you make your way in, it kind of moves itself up and perches on the dome above. You can see where its acid has pitted the dome and its weight has dented it in, but it's been taking care not to disturb the Farseer itself. As the dragon invites you up, he says, "Well done. Looks like you've impressed the lizard folk. I'm looking forward to having them a little more active as my servants. And you've proven yourself quite valuable. There are some amongst you I find distasteful," and he looks right at Anrin, "but I've dealt with your type in the past. I prepare for betrayal, but I'm willing to wait until it happens to deal with you. I'd like to share a little secret with the lot of you. But before I do, I wanted to offer you an opportunity to stay ignorant. You see, my secret's only known by a few, and if it spreads, I take great delight in destroying everyone who knows it. Would you like to know?
What?
Sounds great.
And as you sort of like, sounds great, he like gestures you over and kind of says, go ahead and take a look in the Farseer. Who's stepping up and taking a look, if anyone?
Oh,
One question.
Sure.
If one of us looks and sees, they can't share that with anybody else who doesn't see in this room?
Oh, you have a good mind, elf. Yes,
Comes with being
If
an
you-
elf.
it does. Betrayal runs in your blood. If you look, you can learn my secret. If you tell someone who has not looked, then I get to hunt.
I'll look.
Counts as telling your
Yeah.
secret.
I would step forward too.
Sure.
Is there a line?
Oh, well, then it's a moot question. I'll look too.
All right.
No, you first. Go ahead. Go ahead.
As those of you who take your turn to look, you can see that the Farseer is focused on a spot fairly distant to the north. And there, stepped out of shadow, is another black dragon, identical to the one before you. Perfectly identical. Even their scars match.
Ooh, twinsies.
Super twinsies.
And after you've had an opportunity, take a look. Now, I share this with you because it entertains me to have this secret in the world, and also to let you know if you have any plans of betrayal. Make them very, very well. I do enjoy hunting. Now, I will take the areas to the north and the south and maintain them. This area in the middle I leave to the lizard folk, and if you wish, to you. Profitable trade is a way for me to grow my horde. Do you wish to see to this castle for me, or shall I find another?
I can have this castle overseen.
Excellent. Now, if you have need of me, and he gives some instructions on what color smoke to burn at what times, and eventually he will make himself known, how to basically get in touch, and, where to send gold when gold becomes available. I will return to take the hoard that I was building in the basement. If there's anything else, I'll be on my way.
A question.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did everyone have a chance to see? Did everyone take a look or no?
I did.
I took a look.
I don't know if did you take a look or?
I will look if only to assuage your desire to tell me later.
that's fine. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
You see it too? Okay. Sure. What are we looking at? I mean, it's you, but is it you or what's going on here?
My egg mate. It is very rare, but 2 dragons can be born of 1 egg.
Hey, you guys get along?
Better than most.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay.
And with that, the dragon departs. In the room, There's still 4 creepy gargoyle-looking figures that you're not quite sure you trust. But, they don't seem like an immediate threat. From here, I believe the party has picked up a lead. Frulum Lundath as well as Talus the White are off chasing down Verum, the Worm Dragon Speaker, over in the Serpent Hills area. You can certainly make that pursuit, and they were the ones making threats on your family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would like to kill them.
Got it. It's also in the best interests of Waterdeep. They're very interested in getting a hold of a worm speaker to interview and get some information out of. So if they can be retrieved alive, that would be preferred by several of the factions within Waterdeep. You do have a castle now available to you. I will give you some options if you want to invest money and do things and have stuff and hire people. If that's not of interest, don't worry about it. But if it is of interest, we'll make that rule set available to you, as you now have a place to do things and keep stuff. Questions, comments, concerns? Otherwise, we will start to head offline and do our wrap up and plan for the next set.
Cool.
Very cool.
Good.
Nice. So thanks everybody. We've been streaming on 20 Sides to Every Story. We got a bunch of new stuff going on. Anybody who's suffered through with us this long, do please hop into the Discord, come hang out and such. We've got a new community kicking off. We've got some fancy new characters being generated. That's happening pretty soon. And we've got our ongoing games and such as well. Yeah.
Getting some nice stuff from Galaxian.
Yeah. Wow, Galaxian, you got a warning message. Wow, look at you. Gotta approve that. Added a permitted term. Probably get in trouble for that later.
Wow.
Other than that, thanks everybody. We will catch up to you again soon. I'm gonna go hit the button right about now. Bye.
Bye.